Yo, so many pairs of hands in the air look like we holding up the sky. Yo, as if the sky was falling. But no, it's not the sky is falling. We as a culture is falling, dropping like flies, no metaphor intended. Police in the streets shooting down intentionally, no mystery. Because you see the light in your skin, the dark in your skin, the more likely you too can become a target. It's that simple. Because you see, the system got to eat and they starve. They starve for our melanin, just like a simple bottle of water for those in Flint, Michigan, now Mississippi. My prayers go out to them. You see, the black man, original man, founders of civilization, we create the power in every nation. So when they kill us, it creates dehydration and indoctrination amongst the next generation. Come on now. Energy, 11 elements, seducement of earth is a lecture the way they crucify us through our own music. But you see, we the ones that let them do it. I'm looking around like, man, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Only in America. Only in America, my Don King voice. It's crazy how we went from representing royalty to jealousy for one another. But
the world has a weapon, a gun, a bomb, some type of weapon of mass destruction. Well, we have a sword, which is the word of God, which is more powerful than any weapon of mass destruction. So that's what War Cry is all about. It tells you who we are and whose we are.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, you better support Tony. You know why? Because I said it. The Chicago Bridge Magazine. Because he said it. Because he said it. So what was that experience like, man, when you got out, you put the book together, I'm talking about this book right here, I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
This is the one you signed for me, man, So I sure
What
appreciate it.
what did I sign at? 10, 12, 15? Woo, that's a long time ago. That book is a classic.
Yeah.
You might have had one of the original books.
Peace and blessings. Hey, I definitely want to welcome you all back for another great celebrity interview. My name is Celebrity Interviewer. I said it, and this is the show where we bring you the best interviews from people around the music industry, the media, and the community, just building, And today I have a friend with me. Today I have someone who's a teammate of mine when it comes to GlowUp magazine fashion, And I'm just happy to be here and always to bring you all more great celebrity interviews. And he's a Chicagoan as well, so that's what's really dope. Always happy to celebrate my peoples from the city, from the land. We got the best city in the world, and we definitely got the best skyline, so y'all can't even argue with that. So with that being said, let me tell you who here today, man. We got a legend. I'm talking about the legendary celebrity photographer, international model with Beautiful You fashion tour with over 150 countries, published front cover feature. Right now, he's the front cover feature for Model GlowUp magazine. And he just recently, and I witnessed this, and what a moment it was. What a moment. He is the U.S. Presidential Volunteer Service Award recipient. And I'm talking about the one and only Atoc, a.k.a. Guthrie Bonnétt. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you and your energy. I appreciate you today. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for being here today, man. Matter of fact, I thank God for everything. So.
Amen to that, man. And just, big salute, to everything you've been doing, man. Definitely proud of you. And just grateful to be here with you, man, today because you're a very exceptional brother, man. It's just, the longer I get to know you, the more I get to learn, different layers to, exactly who Guthrie is. And so that's what we're here today, man, to celebrate your legacy, to celebrate, your journey and how did you get here? You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people want to know. Because my brother, they see the success, they see the achievement, they see the awards, but they don't know the struggle, they don't know the blood, the sweat, and the tears behind how you became the man that you are today and why you're so celebrated and looked up to. But before we get into all of that, before we get too deep, let me just
Mhm.
keep it simple. Man, how was your day so far?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Life is good. We have ups and downs. We have those challenges, and life gonna keep life, and then God gonna keep God. And so my job is, no matter what, keep moving forward. So I'm happy. My baby out the hospital. My family's doing good. Life is good right now. So
Amen. Amen to that, brother. You know what I mean? Gotta always be grateful for that. And man, with just everything that's going on in the world, we gonna talk about some of the current stuff if you like. But what I want to talk about is, let's go back. If you don't mind, can we travel a little bit back, like back in time, real quick?
yeah,
You know
let's
what I'm
do it.
saying? All right, so being from Chicago, whatever like that, what is like one of the earliest moments that you can recall, just growing up to when you started to dream.
Hey, you know what? I think I was born like this. I think I was innately born. I think it's innate. I think not everything is for everybody.
Right.
I think I've been here before.
Yeah, indeed. I feel that.
So saying that, I think as long as I can remember, because a lot of people don't know my current situation, which is my memory don't go all the way back all the time. I mean, sometimes it only goes where it needs to. But
Mm,
as far as I can go back to recall, and what I'm saying, from my heart, is saying, like, from the beginning, man, I had to believe in something. And that, like I said, if you're gonna believe in something, you might as well believe in yourself. So I think from day one, A1, I think that's been my goal from day one. I think I need to find out what's different about me, what I like about me, because I think growing up as a babe, through my like lifespan, I think when I was old enough to start being conscious enough of what I was making, good decisions or bad decisions, and consequences and rewards, I really
mm,
think that I start to try to find out how to do things differently. So I didn't know that was like a superpower, though. I just recently, the past few years, found out that's like a superpower. So I think early in my life, just to answer the question, I think early in my life, I think whenever I had the chance to try to do something, I think when I actually put my 100% into it and I actually committed to something, I think
right.
I think it was in me to find a way to make it happen.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. You know what I mean? Just basically you was very optimistic.
Hey, I was very curious, more, more. I think curious was more of a appropriate term, because I didn't come from an
Okay.
optimistic backdrop. I came from a pessimistic backdrop.
Mm, okay. And what do you mean by that? A pessimistic backdrop, in reference to, your growing up and your upbringing. Like, what was Chicago like, back then?
Well, I think you can only give somebody what you got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest. Education and morals and values and principles and foundation and um, things like that, I wasn't able to get from my community nor my family, because I don't think we were introduced to that to a point where it was a priority. I think right then, I think just survival was more of a priority day to day where I come from. So I don't think people had the chance to actually sit there and try to think about all the stuff that was important. I think we came from doing whatever you got to do. But the good thing is that, like, I didn't do like most people like most people I know. I mean, I actually considered trying to make it work. So I stayed in school, and regardless of like the my what do you call it, my demographics. Like,
Right.
I grew up in a working class, lower, impoverished neighborhood. whereas most people just, one paycheck away from being broke. And so like, my family didn't have education and good jobs. Most of them, they came from the streets, so they survived, just in investments and hustles and stuff like that. So I didn't get a real good view of like a world view of like how I should look at things. And I think everything was just like survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, like whatever I got to do, and that's kind of how I was raised. And so to actually consider options like, what's the best option, not what I was thinking. But so that's where, I've grown to know that like then I didn't have that then. And couldn't nobody give me that if they didn't have it. So everybody was, just getting by, man. And, most people that had an education and, like in our family history where we grew up, my mom and my dad, they came to Chicago trying to survive, and try to get away from the South and came up and got jobs and tried to work and try to do whatever they can. And you ended up in Morgan Park. And Morgan Park is just that, Morgan Park. You can look up the stats. I ain't got to talk about it.
Yeah, that way, brother. That way. Now, was anybody that you can recall, in your family, maybe not your immediate household, but was there anyone in your family who had like ever been on television or ever in magazines or ever like in the media for something positive?
The only person that's been highlighted in my family in the media is my cousin, my Vita Rash. And
Okay.
it was monumental to see her being able to make those accomplishments to like be in a position to get a spot on the set filming movies, plays, and stuff like that. And so I knew it was possible. My cousin, my Vita.
Okay, absolutely. Now, do you feel like that, you know, did that kind of like at some point like go outside of your mind because like you say you in survival mode, what I mean, just growing up in Chicago, but was it like you felt like was always there, you just remembering that there is a way, there is an always another way out because my cousin did that.
No, I don't think I was looking for a way out. I was stuck.
Mm, okay.
Back then, bro, I wasn't trying to. I was in the streets, bro. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't looking for none of this. You
Yeah.
couldn't gave me none of this, bro. I love the streets, bro. So I
Yeah.
came from a different backdrop, man. I'm certified. I was.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
certified, just in different areas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I came from a different backdrop, man. Was I had different promises, and I was already committed. Lifelong commitments to different entities. Today we understand them as being lower vibrations and spirits and stuff. But yeah, I knew what I was doing back then, but I still had a plan. I had a plan. I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't no retirement in that. You know what I'm saying? I knew I had to do something, and I had to figure it out. That's why I never dropped out of school.
Mm. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Now, was you like an athlete or anything like that in school? Was you
Well,
into
actually,
sports or?
growing up, man, believe it or not, a lot of the people know my story, me being like doing the modeling and stuff now. But right, my life and my lifestyle prior to this was, go back and I'm gonna go all the way back a little bit. I'm gonna skip a couple, but like now I'm in a generation whereas in my lifespan, I'm in a generation where I'm healthy. I've been able to have some stability with my health and my weight, and some other things like being able to manage that, and without overwhelming myself with anxiety, trying to, like most people, oh, I'm not where I want to be. I need to diet. I need to exercise and all these things. But prior to that, I was obese. I was severely obese, but prior to that, it was because of medication, and prior to that, it's because neglect. And then go back to that, I was not doing good. I was unhealthy in the streets, and in and out of the penal systems. And then before that, you have to think about it, man. in the best shape of my life. I was in the military. And prior to that, I was an athlete, you know what I'm saying? Second team out city running back for the Morgan Park Mustangs. Man, I went downstate running track 4 years, all 4 years of high school. You know, I've been able to do a lot, but to say that to say, I started off in a space, man, and it wasn't here. And today I'm just grateful.
Mm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that
So
answers your question.
no, it's all good because this is about at the same time collecting information and documenting, what I'm saying, your journey. What I'm saying, this is your life. You know what I mean. And so, however it comes out is how it comes out. But with that being said, you know, man, going downstate all 4 years in a row because I'm a former track runner. You know what I'm saying, and I did cross. You know what I mean, for 3 years, and to get downstate, that's pretty extraordinary. You know what I'm saying.
Man, that's
To
what the
do it all
Mustangs
four.
did, though, man, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Yeah, all 4 years. So I'm just saying, like, you used, and so at an early age, it's fair to say that you was used to winning. So how do you deal with that when, like you say, you in and out of maybe like the penal system with jail and things of that nature? You know what I mean? How is that? Because that's all like they trying to break you. They don't. You're not treated like the star anymore. You know what I'm saying? So how is it? How did you feel like you kept your mindset and your confidence and just that winning mentality, or do you feel like it was ever affected?
Well, being affected is one thing. I, Effect and affect is two different things. We EFFECT and AFFECT is different. So I
Right.
think a lot of times, I think if you want to consider how it affected me, uh, meaning like I was empowered because like when I grew up, I knew some things, and I think I just knew that anything I tried, I think it was possible. And then I started
Mm.
doing things and I had my own resolve. I was able to look back at my own and be at it, look at my own and say, that works or this don't work. But at the end of the day, I'm being honest, bro. Like, man, I think it's just been easy for me, man, because like I think I've been gifted my whole life. And I ain't saying it like that. I'm trying to be modest because like I believed in me. Man,
Mm.
if I didn't believe in nothing, I believe in me. Like even my roughest times, bro. In my roughest times, I banked on me, man. I believed if anybody could do it, I could. And I didn't
Right.
always have the examples where I grew up from in my demographics, man, to be honest. But I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, bro. I knew that if it was possible, I believed that I could. All I need is the opportunity. So like coming from where I was to where I'm at now, man, like I took advantage of the opportunities. And some of us, I think it's just your foundation what you believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like your traditions, like what, like, if you have a faith, something you believe in.
Mm.
And I think it goes that deep. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, man. And so in this process, hey man, I've always done whatever it took. And I'm writing a book right now. I ain't gonna self-disclose too much, but I've done
Mm.
exactly whatever it took. I've been that guy, man. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. You know.
Right. By any means necessary.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Mhm.
some very other important people said that, but I'm telling you like this, I'm in a no matter what club. No matter what, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I've been influenced, man, but like I'm grateful for the opportunity because like really that what happened in high school and the sports and stuff was automatic. It was just, it was something anybody could have done. And I put some energy into it. And what happened was God showed me that I had an innate ability to do anything I put my mind to.
Mm.
And like I was heavily influenced not only by the attention and the resolve of it. I'll say not so much like the attention, but like I'm looking for this hype or what people give me, like I for the attention, but the resolve of things. Whereas knowing that if I did everything needs to be did, things would be looked at differently. So, man, like even in my conditions, man, I was, what people don't know, like I've been at that point in high school, I was on drugs, illicit drugs my whole life. I've been on illicit drugs since 7th grade to like 2001. So I've been like, I'm self-disclosing, like, I'm this guy, but like for a long period of my life, I used drugs and alcohol, sex and money and material things, worldly things to make me feel good, to make me forget about the things that made me feel bad, like my disappointments and the letdowns, like when I haven't been able to live up to who I thought I should be or who my family or friends think I should be, what I think God. So I used to suppress my feelings by using, drugs and alcohol. And in return, what it did, it gave me this bit of self-confidence, man. It said, okay, you feel, but guess what, man? We finna do it, and man. And I would get involved, man, and I would blow people's mind. And that was my story, man. So I used that as a as a form to continue to catapult me. You know what I'm saying? I used that as a crutch, man, but I didn't know that I just really had to just let go and let God. So, you know, but man, back then it was rough, man. Like, but I knew that I didn't want to die like that.
Yeah, no, I heard that, brother. I heard that, and I'm just glad, you made it out, and you one of the not only blessed ones, but some would say the lucky ones. You know what I mean? Because it's, people die for less. You know what I mean? And then there's people that survive and been through the most. And there's no explanation for it. You know what I mean? So I know you walked a long road to get here, and just grateful that you're still here. With that being said, when it comes to just drugs and alcohol abuse, anything like that, was there someone that kind of put force fed you that? And when I say that, I mean by just like always doing it in your face, or was it the curiosity of just trying to see what would that do?
Nope, it was collateral damage, man. Back in them days of time, a lot of people, and you keep going back, and even before them days of time, people was using drugs and alcohol to help. You could get a prescription for cocaine if you went to the right doctor. You keep going back. So what I'm trying to show you is for years, a lot of people have had issues like mental health issues, psychosocial issues, a lot of different issues. And without the proper resources in our community and at home, what people have done is they've gone and used anything they could to help them not feel, to help them, and I even though I saw and didn't understand what drugs and alcohol was doing to my family friends, I just was the exposure just came from, life. People would drink and smoke cigarettes and smoke marijuana in my community, or even do illicit drugs to celebrate, whether it was a celebrating life or celebrating death. So it was like an everyday, it was like, you grew up in a community of people, and back in those days in the 60s and 70s and 80s, even the 90s, you could see even how it's, grown into something that's, we can't even reach as, with civilians or the professional community or anything, man, was, it's an epidemic, but I didn't use drugs from curiosity. I did drugs because it was available. And and that's like anything was available. You could go to the store and give somebody $1 and tell them to buy you some beer, and they'll buy you some beer in my community. You can give somebody $1 and say, "Hey, I need some weed. Can you go buy some weed?" And they'll go buy some weed. So back in the 70s and 80s in Morgan Park, that wasn't not common. Whereas, even us minors, you could, you were influenced to scene because people did it at home, and it wasn't no different in my home at home. But I think, just to answer the question, I think I don't think I didn't have any peer pressure. I think it was just one of those things that I could use. I had a lot of options. I've always had some options, and I thank God for them. like I don't deny the bad options, because they've given me an opportunity through practical life experiences show me that those are good options for me, but they're still options. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've been able to grow, man, and I'm just grateful that like today, like no matter what the influence was, demographics or whatever, I think I did drugs because I needed an escape. I try anything, and I think even at an early age, I shouldn't be saying it, but I think I got addicted to sex. So I think the
Yeah.
sex and the lifestyle and that kind of stuff, because where I come from was so crazy, bro, but
Yeah.
it was all connected. So I don't think nobody like, like I was seeing my family doing drugs. I wanted to do drugs,
Right.
commercials, or seeing people on a corner. It's like the dope dealers influenced me to want to sell drugs. No, it wasn't that. I think it was one of those options. And at that age, I was like, yeah, fuck it, excuse me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of how
Yeah.
that
No,
happened.
absolutely. No, man, I just appreciate sharing and just keeping it 100, keeping it 1,000 all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
man. But I ask because not only is sometimes it's good to get it out, but also the more that we express, the more we helping somebody else, and we don't even be knowing it sometimes. You know what I mean? The more we just do things for our own therapeutic, for therapeutic issues ourselves, it's just like it becomes a healthy drug for someone else to be able to learn from it,
No doubt.
overcome. Saying everybody got a vice. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad always told me that, some people, and this is against nobody that goes to church or anything like that, but my dad was like, you have to everyone has some type of vice in life. People that go to church, you know what I'm saying, that's their vice. People that, use drugs, that's their vice for whatever the deal. So we all have some type of vice or some type of clutch or crutch to keep us up, to just keep us sane, to try to keep us level headed, because it's easy to go crazy in this world. You know what I'm saying? The
It's a
world is
very
crazy.
thin line between sanity and insanity. It's a real thin line.
Yeah, no, I really think that, bro, and I'm glad you say that, because I always say a genius and a psychopath is closer than you think.
Well, I don't think none of us are any different, from the geniuses to the psychopath. I think a we all have some sense of reflection that we can relate to, from
Yeah,
our own lifespan, and those are those silent, those are those those are those things that we go to our grave with, man. That they really sometimes compel us to change, you know.
yeah,
So, they're good thing, it's good and bad in it. But a lot of us, man, that just not getting the support they need in their communities and at home, that energy forces you to reach out to something. And a lot of time the demographics is what be the thing, man, because man, like if you think about like where we are, man, where you are, where I am, and other people, some of our viewers in Chicago and across, Illinois and other states and maybe even other countries, it's not
yeah,
too much different. It's not too much different in my community or your community. Nowadays, man, I think it's worldwide, man, where people have taken it on the road until the world, like they said, till the world blow up. They finna get there, and they constantly finding victims in it. And I don't think it has nothing to do with us, like who we are. I think it just because sometimes we look like victims, man. If you see a black man with glasses and a bow tie on, you say, "Hey, he ain't broke. Maybe he got some money." If you come from the streets, if you come from normal backgrounds, you say, "Hey, at least he put on some nice clothes." But so anywhere you go, man, it depends on where the tribes are, man. Because like, man, they out there pickpocketing, sticking people up and carjacking and raping, and they're doing that everywhere. Now they're taking it on the road, and so we're not really safe nowhere. And it's just really foul play and it's collateral damage. But I'm just grateful that like today, man, like I can try to be a part of the change, man. I could be, I want to be out there in the streets, constantly letting people know that, man, change is possible. I mean, matter of fact, nothing's more constant than change. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So like And I believe that because I've experienced it. These are my practical life experience. I'm not trying to give you some hope. I'm just trying to share, like, my blessings, what God is, not what God has done for me, and He's given me a chance to, on a day-to-day basis, bro, to wake up and continue to live my will of His, man. And and when you learn how to line your will up with God's, it's like start to feel like automatic. Like I said, it feel like it's innate. Like God had a plan. So like now I just stick with God's plan. I don't even go with my plan. I get up, do my routine. I get up, bro. I get up. I I go to the closet. My girl know I'm talking about the closet. I go to the closet and I take care of my business, bro. And I meditate, then I pray, then I come back, then I get my day started. I start my day off with her in the morning, make sure she's off on her way with my dog, and get on my day, man. I get on to doing God's will, man. And I try to do that one day at a time. And I'm just excited that I get to do that every day. Have you ever seen the movie 50 First Dates, man? Like I'm retired now. I feel I've been retired since like 2006. So like every day I get to wake up and like, man, feel like I'm on vacation and stuff for real. So like every day, have you seen the movie 50 First Dates? You get this actress. She had a condition going on, and then the actor, he went through this situation with her because he fell in love, and like he would go through the same, like every day he had go through this routine and had this date with this lady every day. And and at the end, it's just really awesome. You got to watch the end of the movie, but I'm not gonna be a spoiler. But like, man, I get a chance to be on vacation every day, man, and get a chance to spend my life with the people that's important, the people that supported me. I get to support them, and I get to support the people that support, and I get to give back. I get to pay it forward, man. And like I get to be an example for my kids because they know who I used to be. And like now I can try to be an example in my relationships and all of my relationships I have now, professionally and intimately and romantically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I try to live what I believe to be true, man. And like I'm grateful, man. Like that's it, man. You know what? I didn't do it. I didn't do it, man. It's nothing I did on my own, bro. I'm just saying, I just get up every day and try to do God's will and not mine.
No, I heard that, brother. I heard that, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? We all have a different path. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, just growing up, after high school, um, at what point did you decide that you wanted to go to the military, or did you do like ROTC
Instantly.
when you were in high
Instantly. Nope. Instantly. I was an athlete, bro. And I knew if I went I had a couple of uh, a couple of scholarships. Um, I'm not mentioning no names. I did have a couple of scholarships and possible scholarships, and I turned them down because of the fear of success. And
school?
just recently, I'm still dealing with fear of success as well as fear of failure. But then I had a fear of success, and I knew that with my drug problem and my lifestyle, and with the lack of resources I had and lack of information I had, that I knew that even if I had got a college scholarship to play, you know, play real ball, man, that I wasn't gonna do good because soon I got there, my drug problem was gonna show up with me.
Right.
My lifestyle was gonna show up with me, and I hadn't parted that way yet. And so I took the shortcut. My dad was a military veteran. My oldest brother was a military veteran. So I went into the military just to save my, like they say, try to save your face and your ass at the same time.
Right. Right.
So I went into the military, bro, because if I went and played college sports, I said I was going to end up on joining some frat because I was already part of a high school frat. I was going to join the frat, and the lifestyle was going to take over, and the drugs and the women and the lifestyle. I wasn't going to ever be successful. I was going to not make it in college, and I probably would have really been dead by now, especially with the reckless behavior and the mannerisms I possessed at that time. So today I'm grateful that I didn't go to college then. And I later on went to college, and like today, people know I got 3 bachelors. I got a social arts, and social applied science, and 3 bachelor's degrees. So I've been able to go back to, restore and recover, in areas so that I can be, be valid and present today, relevant.
Man, that's extraordinary, man. And the fact that you just, was so brave and courageous to even speak on that about how, the fear of, the success and I bet, it was a lot of people that was in that same position, but some people would never say it or never admit it, you know what I'm saying, that they knew they could have, you know, went far, you know what I'm saying, and in sports or whatever the case may be, whatever road they was on, but because of their fear of how they, dealt with
Trying
some
to
of
let
their
my
advice.
window up a little bit. Sorry about
Oh yeah, no doubt.
that.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you, sharing that because that was real. That was real talk right there. Um, Now, when it came to the military, what was like your experience in there, and how long did you spend in the military, and what
well,
and where did you go? Like the Army,
well,
the Navy, Air
I
Force?
I followed my brother in my dad's footstep. I went to the army, but I took it a step higher. I actually, after I had enlisted, so that after basic training, after my AIT, advanced individual training, that I was going to go to jump school
Mm,
for the 82nd Airborne and become a paratrooper.
wow.
I thought about going special forces and going really deep, but that's like if I do that, then I'm not gonna have a real life job, and if I go to war, I'm gonna be in a bad situation. I'm already airborne, so I didn't want to do that because the possibilities of me going to war and coming back home was not as great. So I just went airborne. So I went Army Airborne. I was at Fort Bragg. I started at Fort Jackson. Then I went from Fort Jackson to Fort Bragg. And went from Fort Bragg, and then I came home on leave. And when I came home on leave, they told us they locked Fort Bragg down. I told her they was putting us on putting the base on hold because we was being finna get ready to get shipped out and get deployed. And then I went over to Saudi Arabia like 9.5 months before Desert Storm. I mean before Desert Storm, which was Desert Shield. And then I was on guard duty the first night Desert Storm started. And
Mm,
then so I actually had active wartime experience, and from that, I came home from the military and a rotation. I think we've been over there from like September to like, no, from like, we went over there like about February, and then we came back in about like the end of the year, the next year, like the end of the year, towards the end of the
mm,
year. And then I got out of the military like June of 2001. So what that
mm,
story was like, I did war, I did my experience in the military, and then I had an opportunity to get out. I just knew that in those days of time, to be honest, there was a lot of racism still going on, and especially back at Fort Bragg and some of their, well, of course, recently, I don't know the name now. I have to look it up, but they've changed the name of Fort Bragg, not because of racism, no, not that, but some of the first sergeants, some of the people down there at Fort Bragg, the people in charge, they would come from this, they them good old boys, and I got forced to get out. I didn't know it was gonna be as good or bad. I didn't know. My first sergeant told me, said, "You're not fit for this, man, the army, and I'm gonna find a way to get you out of here," because I had a supply job, which was a
mm,
gravy job in the military. Because the 82nd, like my first sergeant he was in combat, but he's the first sergeant, but he was in like transportation.
right.
So he was in a motor pool every day, working on their vehicles every day, like grease, like mechanics. And you would see me walk around in, spit spit shine boots and my uniforms creased, out the cleaners, supply, just ordering and dropping off supplies, whether it be from toilet tissue to tanks, for our battalion. And I was my supply sergeant, shout outs, Sergeant Sellers. But
Mhm.
there wasn't a lot of blacks in our company. Like, so, to have a gravy job and to be black, my first sergeant hated that, man, because he didn't have no say so. Only I my first next in command is the CO, not the first sergeant. So I don't have to listen to the first sergeant. I have to listen to the CO. The first sergeant got to go to the CO. So, but at the end of the day, man, I thought it was a way out because I had influence where I come from, and I was, like I said, that fear of success and failure started to kick in. I didn't know what to do, so I'm gonna get out and try to go to college. I didn't know when I got out that I got out 29 days shy of getting all of my benefits. Because if you enlist in a 4-year enlistment, you got to do half your tour of duty to get all of your benefits. And I didn't know that. My first sergeant knew that. And what he did, he got me to try to get out so I couldn't get my benefits. And it worked. And when I got out and I couldn't even get a job at McDonald's, bro. And I went straight back. I went straight back to illicit drugs, to the lifestyle. And then enemy, my first penitentiary bid, I'm running from the police. And then my first penitentiary bid to my fifth penitentiary bid to my last penitentiary bid, my last time in the police car, because I haven't been in the police car since like 2001, bro, for nothing. For nothing, not even traffic. I haven't been in a police car for nothing. So I take pride in that. And like, because I tried but it ain't because of me, man. It's just because like I really tried to work towards changing and try to do what's necessary. And like, I was caught up and God met me and he gave me a chance and I took advantage of it, bro. And that's just it, man. Like, ain't nothing different about me than you, man. The only difference is, man, I took advantage of the opportunities I had because I know, like, man, where I come from, like, I didn't already, I messed up. And then the streets took me all the way out and I flatlined. And I knew I had somewhere in my life, in this lifespan today, I knew I had to do something. So I've been that guy no matter what. I got to do it.
Wow. When you flatline, I'm sorry to hear that you went through that, but I'm again grateful and proud of you that you shall overcome. We shall overcome. With that being said, where did you flatline at? Was it out in the streets? Was you at home? Was you around
No,
somebody?
actually,
Like,
to be honest, I was in Rockwell Gardens on the west side of Chicago, off Western in Jackson. And they took me to the hospital, bro, and they shot that charcoal and they did everything they had to do, man. And I'm glad I was strapped down and they did what they had to do, man. And I got a second chance. I just wish I knew more then. I wish I knew more then.
no, I understand that. When it comes to Fort Bragg, I want to mention that my dad, that's where he was stationed out of because he was a 82nd paratrooper. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
me too.
As well. Yeah, but he ended up going AWOL. Put some of his business out there. My dad went AWOL, but he was 82nd paratrooper. This was back in like 72 though, maybe like 71, somewhere around there. But yeah, brother, you know what I mean. That's just amazing. So with all of that going on, at what point did you actually go back to school then? And decide that you want to go back to school, and was somebody convince you that you should, or what was the motivation to go back to school after all of that?
Well, be honest, the last, my last jail bid, bro. I mean, last time going through the county, through the penal system, man, they said we finna offer you 6 to 30 years of the drug program. So I went to the drug program, man. I went to recovery and it changed my life. And that kind of catapulted me to different ideas and attitudes, But at the end of the day, I saw people that come from my experience, my backdrop, went back to school for recovery and, counseling and social work. And they were able to have that practical life experiences, not only to help them through college, but to actually be able to have something to share and be able to give back to the community that they were trying to serve. Because it's different when when you're educated, but it's different when you've had some life experiences, and and it plays a major part in how people choose to move forward in the decisions they have to make when they're faced in dilemmas like, what do I need to do, man? And I don't know what to do, and I ain't got nothing. Everybody, the world is against me, and I done messed up. Like, when you facing odds, you don't have anything left to do. You got to have something to believe in, and like those kind of entities play a major part, and even in our they echo in our mind because we know that help is available when we ask for it. So I'm just grateful that like it wasn't. I don't think that nothing made me. I think I had to go back to school because I couldn't get the help I needed where I come from. And in
Mm.
return, by me making change in uh my you know
Like,
well, I basically said my lifestyle, but I had to change my covenant with God first. And changing my covenant with God, I asked him if he had helped me, then I help other people and then show me what I need to do. And I think that's what happened.
mm, wow.
So, I
Um,
think, yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell. And then in return,
yeah,
what I'll do is I'll help your people. You see, so you send your people to me, I help them. And that's kind of what happened.
yeah, I love that, man. I love that, and you know, it's easy to backslide, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people we do that sometimes, like when things get tough, and it's like, God, save me. You know what I mean? I promise to do better. You know what I'm saying? And then, but you kept your word, and you've been doing super great. You know what I mean? And with that being said, so you went through all of that. So at what point did you decide that or who did you meet to get into this modeling field? But I know, wait, before we get to that, let me pause because I know you're a photographer, a celebrity photographer, a legendary photographer. So at what point did you pick up a camera, do you always had an eye for just like capturing the moment, or just like appreciating, like, everything?
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a situation going on with my pet and my house right now. Can we take a
Okay.
brief pause
Yeah,
for one
yeah,
second?
yeah, definitely.
Take
Yeah,
one. Let's
definitely,
take a
definitely.
pause.
Take a couple minutes. Go ahead,
Thank
take care of your business.
Thank you. Pause it.
Yo, I can't just laugh, but
All right.
yeah, man. Again, appreciate everybody that's hearing. Thank you everyone that tuned in. Absolutely. Make sure you all are sharing this video. You know what I mean? My brothers, what I'm saying, he's sharing um it's levels to this, man. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of people that's gonna be able to be helped and saved and saved and out they situations. So, you know what I mean? Again, we here with Atoc, aka Guthrie Bonnétt. And while he just stepped away for a second, what we're gonna do is, it is Black History Month. If y'all don't know, now you know. And always grateful Black History Month, man. And man, with Black History Month, I want to share this picture right there. Go ahead and just let that sink in. Let that just appreciate that for a second. Yes, and Nat King Cole, the famous legendary Nat King Cole, was the first to have um in America to have his own be the host of a TV show, Black Man on TV. You know what I mean? Nat King Cole was the first. Who knew that? Black History Moment. That was a Black History Moment, and this is what we doing. Black History Excellence, man. Shout out to Nat King Cole and the family, Natalie Cole, and all the Coles. Yes, sir. You all good on A Top?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Apologize for that, man. I have some
Oh
people
yeah,
know me.
you
I have a emotional support. I have a service dog. Me being an Army
oh
veteran, just being trained by shout outs to K9 for veterans. Everybody know my dog Topper, and he's trained, and he had a disturbance with some noises, so I had to check to that because certain things I respond to and some things I don't worry about. So I need to check to. But what was happening? Some people was coming up the stairs in the back, and it just normally people don't come on my stairs, so I need to check on that. I apologize for that.
oh no no.
My bad, bro. Hey, I know I was in the interview, but hey, my dog, when you start doing, I had to check. So
Oh no, it's home first, family first. You gotta take care of, what you gotta take
hey,
care of.
hey, I apologize for that. Thanks. Hey, sorry everybody. Everybody know Topper. Hey, Topper started barking and started acting funny. I gotta check it too. I'm sorry. I wasn't
No, it's
prepared
all
for
good, man.
that. I wasn't prepared for
Yeah,
that one.
oh yeah, I know how to sway, and you know what I'm saying. Use that as a moment to, again, remind people about the greatness of Nat King Cole. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Who's very dapper, just like you is today. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
All
have
the
it.
time. Yeah, man. So, man, brother, you know what I mean? I just appreciate and love the story. So yeah, what I was asking was about, what I mean, photography. At
Mhm.
what point did you decide, or did you want to start taking that path down photography, or did you always kind of dabble with it and then you just kind of went got 10 toes down and just went full fledged?
I think always been like an opportunist,
Mm,
and I think where I come from, my lifestyle. We was into the lifestyle and the fame, the glitter, the all that stuff. You know, we grew up watching the videos. So me being able to get a camera and being able to capture moments and be part of these events and these people and their lifestyle was important to me. So I always want to be somebody. I want to be the man with the camera, man. So I've always looked forward to the opportunity to capture moments. And
mm,
I think even when we had the little, disposable cameras you take and get printed, like I think if I had some of that stuff, man, you see, I've been doing this for a long part of my whole life. So I think,
mm.
and I think like just recently, I posted a photo of me in my first photo shoot when I was like 1 years old. I did a photo
Oh,
shoot, and and I
oh,
think
listen.
like back then I knew I like being in front of the camera too. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think my whole life, I think the attention that you get to expose yourself, not so much just the attention, but to expose yourself, because everybody ain't got stuff that should be exposed. Like some things, should be, behind the scenes, and some stuff is supposed to be, like trend setting. And
Right.
so I had to try to find a way I fit in there. And I think I've always liked taking photos. I like drawing. I like art. I've always been artistic. I've never been a fine artist. I think I'm more of a what's the term, baby? Um, um, like Picasso, like abstract. I,
Mm.
you know, I,
Oh,
I
that's right. Okay.
so I've been this kind of artist to kind of use my imagination, how I see things, not so much how things are being presented. So like I've always used that, and I think just when I was working in social service field as a social worker, and I think I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. They said they were suckers. That's that KRS One. We go back
Mm.
home, Black History Month. But I got a letter, man, that said that I was approved for 100% VA benefits, my disability, and I quit working, bro. I quit
Wow.
working, and I've been retired ever since. But what I did do, I went back to school. So I went back to
Yeah.
school for digital photography because I knew what I liked doing and like being there at like events and parties. My dog is barking again. And all these things I knew that photography could get me in, like media. So I need to find out
Right.
how to get media, man. And let me show you something. Give me one second. I'm going to show you my media badges. Give me like 10 seconds.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Again, if you're just checking in, if you're just coming on right now, I need you all to share this video, because this is going to be very helpful. It already has, you're gonna have to rewind it after all of this. But Len, look at my man's. Look at all these media back. Look at this.
Man, this is just some of them. And this is
Yeah, I already know you.
actually my one of my most recent um, trophies or
Mhm.
awards for Motto of the Year. But
Yeah,
like I actually
2022 award.
have media badges for like so many things from style in Hollywood to
Uh,
um, um, Las Vegas Black Music Awards to which is being aired right now on YouTube. So I was a part of that too, so many different things like Puerto Rican
yeah,
Fest, like maybe see if I see if not in this bunch, but some of my other brother, I have some other media badges like you see tons of them. And
yeah.
my trophies. I have one from the Oscars, Soul Train
Wow.
Awards, the Emmys, like really like New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week. We talk about Latino
Mm,
Fashion Week, Midwest Fashion Week. We talk about Style
mm,
Fashion Week. We talk about LA, New York,
mm.
Miami. I've had a chance as a photographer to collaborate and get that access. And through Red Carpet Concierge in Chicago, I started working with media through Sandra Smith Domi and her I think it's now Red Silk Carpet. They, kind of changed and formatted the names and working towards things. But like I started working doing red carpet interviews for the red carpet at the Oscars, and then
Right.
it's gone so many different places. And but that started off the first day I was in school, bro, and we was
Mm,
doing marketing. We had to go out and actually do a project. Had to go do an event and we actually had to take photos and we had to tell about the event. But at that
right.
event, what I did is I introduced myself as a personal photographer and I want to know if you had a personal photographer. And everybody I asked that night, everyone said no. But one lady
Mm,
I asked said no. She said, but I need you to take photos tonight because I need to show some preview from this event because my team is be doing an Oscar soon. And
right.
I didn't really catch it at first. So that night I was her personal photographer. And it's from that night until today, I'm still a personal photographer for many people. So
Right.
I've been able to show up and show out, man, just capture moments for people. And that's what I do. And photography has opened up a lot of doors to help me, which is my long, since I've been retired. I want, like everyone, want to travel and see the world. And
Right.
photographers take me to a lot of prestigious, really accredited events to, put the stamp on with my experience. And, to add on that, I've had some opportunities and I've done a lot. I'm not just who you see. I've actually, done the work to from filling in the media requests to getting denied for couple of years for New York Fashion Week and the shows and because to be able to anybody can apply for media credentials, but to get to get accepted for those kind of prestigious events, you actually had to have some kind of um, accreditation, and so I want to give that back to Sandra Smith Domi and Red Silk Carpet, nope, Red Carpet Concierge of Chicago. So that's kind of where it started. And I took that to an opportunity to have me traveling in photography, show me on the other side of the runway to one of the model to continue to like I say, I do my own content so
Mm,
photography, I still do my own photography, my own video to do my own content and it's opened up a door and I met some people that gave me an opportunity as I lost the weight because a lot of people don't know like I started off 300 almost 400 pounds and then as a
yeah.
photographer then said I want to model when I lost this weight to start modeling a lot of people looked at me like dude, everybody want to be a model, like, man, like, different from nobody else. And then like people saw me over the years do it and then start modeling. And people gave me an opportunity to come to the casting calls, and then nobody was doing me no favors. And I was making a casting. I was making a cut, bro. And I started doing shows and more invites and, more people. I mean, like the people on our model team, we all have, our network and stuff, man, and had other opportunities. And it's just grown to this. Now I'm an international model going worldwide as a model. Like I said, I'm in the process of setting 3 world records as a model, which no one has ever done. No model has ever done. And I'm excited. I don't even know. It's no word for that. My dog want to come celebrate with me. Hey, Topper dog. But I'm seriously, bro. I'm just excited as you guys are. And just as, and I'm not just excited because of what's happened. I'm just excited that God is still blessing people. And I'm glad that, our team is winning. I get to learn from everything you're doing and everybody else is on our team. And like, I take all that, bro, and I try to be a good representation of that so we can all, I want to look good, because like, when you stand and say like, hey, I'm this guy tonight, I want to be the guy to represent you well as well. I want to represent the people that, that was there for me and the people that opened up the doors for me. I want to represent them well. I don't want to make it seem like I'm that guy. I want to say that I've worked with some people that's made it possible. So thank you. My dog is so excited. He just want to sit over here with me and I had to push him away because he want to come up here in this interview so bad. Topper, please be nice.
Shout out to all the dog lovers out there.
All the pet lovers. If y'all love y'all pets like you love your family, they are family, man. That's what it is. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you for mentioning that because I definitely wanted to get into that. Just didn't want to cut you off about, your weight loss journey and everything like that. So going back to that, was it the fact that, just getting the big opportunities when it came to media with the photography that helped you to motivate you to lose the weight, or did something serious happen with your health to where it was kind of like do or die?
Hey, bro, I messed up. I messed up like so many people, man. Our lifestyle, us coming from working class, lower class, man, we ate whatever they put on our plates, man. We didn't care about high cholesterol or high blood pressure or diabetes, none of that stuff. We learned how to eat. We learned how to survive. We fried a lot of food, because it tastes good. We put a lot of sodium and we use a lot of sugar to make, sugars to make stuff taste great, all that good stuff, man. That stuff we call soul food, And I was predisposed to it because, like I said, my demographics and my family, my lifestyles. I'm not saying I was, born a diabetic, but I'm glad when I changed my lifestyle and my eating patterns and stuff like that, I'm no longer diabetic. I don't have to shoot. I used to have to shoot insulin in my stomach every morning.
Wow.
I was
How
shooting
long you had to do that?
about 6 years.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a big change. That's a big
Yeah,
change.
I went from that to not even being a diabetic anymore. I don't even have any diabetic symptoms anyway. So just moving more towards more plant-based and I have a cheat day, bro. I haven't stopped eating anything. I'm one of those guys that you see on those infomercials and say, hey, you don't have to stop doing anything. And you can lose weight. And most people say, man, you're crazy. And I'm sitting there saying, it's true. I mean, I have 2 cheat days and I don't care. I pick my days. My girl yesterday, what you say you wanted? My baby wanted A&P Deli corned beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know
yesterday
about
was
that.
a cheat day, bro. I wouldn't care. In the morning, we had great basic stuff, oatmeal, grits or toast and eggs, and basic breakfast. But for lunch, we had corned beef, and guess what we had? We even had some of that lunch for dinner. We had corned beef for lunch and dinner, and we maxed it out because if you've been to A&P Deli lately, they ain't the same prices they used to be. So you don't want to waste them sandwiches. You want to go ahead and eat them. So we had lunch and dinner. So man, when I get a day, man, I eat what I want to, man. If I got to take for number one in any restaurant, and I'm just gonna say it safely, I go to the restaurant and I order number one. And you know, a lot of restaurants, I order number one in most restaurants, but I only do that. I only get 2 days a week that I can do that. And I don't take advantage. I still consider meal portions. I still consider my sodium and sugar intake. I still consider my H2O intake, how much rest I'm getting, you know, saying how much, you know, how many, you know, how much exercise I've done. Like, because I do, a lot of people don't know, I do in my meditations and my prayer through that process. And from the morning to the night, from sunrise to sunset, I do yoga all day.
Okay. Okay.
My girl over there laughing. Because you know, I do yoga all day, man. And that's what people don't know. That's how I kind of stay. Because a lot of times, like right now, I know if I go to the gym, I'm bulk up because my mindset, because I want to be great. But I don't need to be bulky right now. I need to be slender. So I'm not going to the gym. I keep fighting not to go to the gym because it's hard to be in the gym. Because soon I get in the gym, I start gelling. I do like I just did, like I did every time. The first day at the joint. Soon I get off the bus, when we going to the yard, let's hit the gym. I don't care how bad I was off the drugs. I'm ready to hit the gym because I know in 90 days I'm gonna be the biggest person on the yard. It's called determination. You know what I'm saying? So I've been at it that. I ain't been in the gym. I've been fighting it. But we gotta go because my girl, I need her health to stay healthy. You know, we getting older, we aging, and you know, she can't be missing like me. I've been an athlete my whole life and I can bounce back. Everybody can't bounce back. And I want to be a good positive influence. I don't want her to be thinking like we can just do crazy and not have to work out and not, because that daily exercise, whether I'm doing walking or whatever, it makes a difference. And like I normally try to get 5,000 steps a day, no matter what I'm doing every day. So little bitty things has added up to me being able to get back on track. But being honest, bro, like I just know I had to do something. And I live one day at a time. So if I commit every day to doing something, you know, and I call it jailing because when I was in jail, I got up every day and I just did what I had to do, and that's what I'm doing here on the streets. So the good thing is that, you know, I get to live both worlds, man. I get to have a little bit of discipline, some that I know that's gonna make me do the work, because I knew that if I didn't, you know, I wasn't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't hanging around the little chumps in the penitentiary. I was in there with the lifers, and with some people facing some hard time and stuff. And then, you know, it's different in the penal system. So, you know, try to be fit and fit to fight, like they say in the army. Try to be fit to fight. So you had to have some, you know, some kind of something to make you stand out. So my strength was that. And so I started working out, and like lately, just knowing that me just trying to keep my waistline down and keep my stomach down, because by me losing the weight, I had lost so much weight that most people know when you go from that size to this size, you have a lot of excess skin. So I ain't mastered it because I ain't there yet. I've been able to do this so slowly because they told me if you want to, you know, I was going to have a weight loss surgery at first. And they said, if you're going to have the surgery, you're going to have to lose 40 pounds to show us you can be consistent in, you know, weight loss and diets and, you know, restrictions and stuff just before we do the surgery. I said, if I lose 40 pounds, I'm not going to have the surgery. I'm keep losing weight. So I kept doing that. So like, but I did it like I was expected to do for my nutritionist and my dietitian. And so what happened is I started losing the weight right, and I didn't have a lot of excess skin, but I do have a little bit. So I do. Some people don't know, and I ain't too proud to say I wear a compression shirt to keep, you know, because I worked real hard for this. I got it. I got it like an 8-pack. Yes, no, you don't know, Sharice. I got it. Most people got you probably got an 8-pack. Yeah, you can have them glasses. You probably got an 8-pack, you know, not a 6-pack. Some of us got a 6-pack and some of us got a kick.
Yeah.
But I actually got an 8-pack. I've been working on my abs for years, and you can't really see it because I still got a little skin. It's not fat. It's just skin that I can't get rid of because I used to be so big. And so I've been fighting having cosmetic surgery over the years. So I think that maybe this year, next year, I might have to, because I want to look good, man. I worked hard for this body, and sometimes it don't feel good putting on extra clothes to try to, make it look good, But I'm grateful. My life is great, man. Like I done the work. I didn't cheat. I didn't take no shortcuts. I've documented everything, So a lot of stuff. I'm writing a book, so it's gonna all be in a book. But like, I was gonna start doing YouTube pages and all this stuff, and I was like, dude, you don't vape. You retired, bro. You ain't got to do all that, man. You retired. You ain't looking for no jobs. You ain't looking for no photography work. You ain't looking for nothing. You retired. And I've been on vacation, so I don't solicit to working.
Right.
So what I've done is, me networking, the the health, the exercise, the lifestyle, the modeling, the photography, it's just been a way for me to get out and live my life. And so I've invested in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it matters now, because being relevant, I can't say I'm an international model going worldwide unless, unless I'm like everybody else, unless I have something to verify that. So today it feels good to actually be able to say I am who I say I am. Like, like I said it. Like I said I was going to be great. I said I was going to try to be iconic. I said I was going to be different. I said I was going to try to do it, even if it couldn't be done. I said no matter what I said, and that's what I've been doing. And so photography, modeling, the health, I have had some health scares, bro. I thought I was going, I was a severe diabetic, man. I was finna go into a diabetic coma, bro. And they told me some of the people seen a picture on social media, me on in a hospital bed with the hospital gown on, and they see me, I was almost 400 pounds. And, that was the day that my dad was at the hospital with me, may he rest in peace, Um, my dad was there with me, and he said, you gotta change if you want to live. And so now I know I want to live, so I've been changing. And I do it one day at a time. Every day I get up, it's a new journey, a new adventure. Every day I start over every day, bro. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one moment at a time, man. One step at a time. Everything. You know what I mean? We sometimes put too much pressure on ourselves, and you know what I mean. Try to take the whole week on and the whole month and et cetera, et cetera. But man, um, I always say no pressure. That's how I get through personally with everything I do. I tell other people around people, hey, no pressure. And as I'm saying it to you, I'm always telling myself no pressure, because life can be overwhelming with, you know what I mean, again, the things that's happen to media. It's many distractions. There's many distract. I'm talking to distractions, man. You know what I mean? And just have to stay focused. And a man, a woman that can stay focused can accomplish anything. That's the
No
whole
doubt.
thing. You got to be able to
No doubt.
just bottle in, be tunnel vision on whatever it is that's in front of you, and accomplish it. You know what I mean? That's how you're a winner. You know what I
No
mean? And
doubt.
um, man, you covered a lot. So when it comes to the fashion, how did you even meet this gentleman? You know what I mean? Who owns this this huge 150 country fashion show, beautiful. I'm sorry, it's called Beautiful You.
Beautiful You Fashion Tour.
Beautiful You Fashion Tour. How did you even meet a gentleman like this and become a part of this world tour?
Well, a lot of people know, like I said, I started modeling locally, doing events, and fashion shows here locally here in Chicago. And I teamed up with Michelle's House of Fashion, Mimi Bradboy, and being one of her brand models. It felt good to be able to work with her and some of the people she worked with. And she was doing a fashion show here in Chicago with Beautiful You Fashion Tour that was already on tour, that already had a schedule of all the shows in different locations and different destinations. They were stopping on this tour, and Chicago had made the list. And Mimi was one of the designers here, and I was one of the models that had been collaborating and working with Mimi as a photographer and as a model. As I lost weight, she gave me the opportunity, you know, whenever, you know, if I could, you know, make the cut, you know, she would, you know, I would get a chance to come and audition and model on her shows. And I appreciate that. She gave me a chance, and like I modeled in her show with her, and you know, at the Beautiful Fashion Tour with Mr. Debonair. And it was a hit, man. And I looked at his tour and I was like, every location he's going, all of the models that's on the tour are from the locations. None of them are on tour. None of them. Look, none of them. None of them. So immediately, what I did, that's me in Curacao, and that is the owner operator of model of a modeling agency there in Curacao. And I'm grateful for the opportunities. I model for her and a couple of other. She runs all of the modeling. Anything had to do with modeling in Curacao, they come to her. She has her agency, and they come to her for commercials, editor, anything. They come to her and her models. And like, it was cool to actually go to her school. You go on my Facebook page, you'll see me modeling with her models at her modeling school, going through the classes and showing us how she wanted us to walk for the show for the Beautiful You Fashion Tour in Curacao. So like, so when I met Mr. Dwayne, you know, we call him Mr. Debonair, the brother from, you know, the show producer of Beautiful You Fashion Tour in Chicago. I had heard about his shows, and I said, man, this is my chance. I can do something ain't nobody doing. So I said, I'm gonna start going on tour. I'm gonna go to all his shows. And I start going on tour. Last year was the first year. I've been doing it for a few years, but last year was the first year that I was able to go on the complete tour, like every stop on the list.
So you hit 150 countries last year?
No. As of 2024, 2025, he've increased his modeling tour to 150 country modeling tour. 50 European cities, 50 African cities, and 50 other countries, cities in other countries. And basically what I've done is on his tour, I've signed up as an individual saying, this is something I want to do because this is going to set me apart. This is going to make me different. So I've gone inside. I went to God, and then I went to my baby, and we started looking at our bank account. And we said, we can't afford this. But we've been struggling, man. We've been able to make this happen. Whereas I've been able to get up and make this tour work. I want to thank a lot of people that supported me on this tour because it's been hard. And my finances as an Army veteran on a fixed income, I don't have that kind of financing really. You know, I'm not that famous. And and a lot of people's helped me. I want to just thank, you know, you all know you are. A lot of people's thank and Cash Apped and Zelled me money and, you know, helped me with so many of the resources I need to help me. Like when I was out of the country, when I was in London, I needed some help. So people helped me. You know, so a lot of different places. So I want to say shout out to all of y'all that's been support me on this 150 country modeling tour. And just to say this as another shout out, as of today, as of right now, I still need your support because a lot of people don't know I am. I'm scheduled to create 3 Guinness Book World Records, but until I can start getting the support and what I need from, you know, from like Guinness Book of World Records, all of this is still coming out of my little modest paycheck, and I don't have that kind of money. Most people to know that, like, I got the award from the president from my work I've done to volunteer. So most people know that ever since I started doing photography work in 2006, I've never charged anybody. And so I haven't always made a lot of money helping people. I've just helped the right people to help me get here. So like, yeah, it's been rough, but like, to be honest, like, man, I'm amazed at the opportunities. And if you could just fight the fear of success and the fear of failure, that anything's possible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, man. And in reference to the Guinness Book of World Records, what are the 3 records that you are up for that you trying to hold or
Well, I'm
beat?
actually currently creating the most countries ever modeled in um, as a model, the most runway fashion shows ever, most the most international fashion shows ever modeled in by a model, and I think the other is the most countries ever modeled in by a model from Chicago, something like that. I can't recall. It's something to the similar, but it all has to relate to being the only person ever, have only model ever modeled in 150 countries. So now that they have this
Wow.
schedule up for 150 countries, I've signed up and I'm on the tour. So the tour starts this Saturday, February 8th in New York at St. Bart's in New York City for New York Fashion Week. During New York Fashion Week, I'm a feature model, Guthrie Bonnétt, like I said, also known as Atoc, which is an acronym for A Taste of Chicago. I
Right.
will be representing the city of Chicago and Model GlowUp Brand Models and Model GlowUp Brand Magazine models and our team. And for all of the models that didn't never believe that they had the chance, and all of the plus size models, and all of the models with disabilities, and all of the models that's over 50, and all of the models that's African American, and all of the models, I'm advocating for all of the models that had dreams of being a model and not knowing the dreams are meant to be lived. So today I'm
Yeah.
just grateful, and like it starts this weekend in New York Fashion Week for 2020 season 2025. It's season 18 for the Beautiful You Fashion Tour, and it's only season 6 for me. I've been modeling at New York Fashion Week for 6 years now. Both in September and in February or March every year for 6 years now. February, New York and LA
Wow.
Fashion Week. I've had the privilege, and and a lot of people do a lot of talking, but a lot of people, you can check my Facebook. I document everything, and that's the thing about me.
Yeah.
I've been able to document my journey, my tour, and I get there, say I'm here, I made it here, and this is what I'm doing, and eventually I'll be able to bring it all together. So I want to get some of my roses while I'm alive, because like it's nobody really doing this. I mean, it's a lot of agency models, a lot of models just getting paid a lot of money to model, and a lot of
Yeah.
beautiful models, a lot of models with agencies, but no models ever considered modeling in 150 countries.
That's
So
crazy.
I'm not calling no models out, but like all of the famous models, I should be famous too. When I get to the point, I say I've modeled in 150 countries and no other model on the planet has ever done that. That's what they call iconic.
Yeah, that should come with a big check, dog, on it.
I don't know. Let's pray on it. My baby over there smiling. She hopes so.
Amen. Amen to that, bro. You know what I mean? That's all just super incredible, and that's unbelievable. You know, that's a lot of doggone shows. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Benjamin hear that. He gonna find out how to
Hey,
shout
me
out to
and Benjamin
Benjamin.
on the same team. If I can show Benjamin how to do it, I'm gonna show him too, man. Hey, this is somebody showed me how to do it.
Right,
I
and
ain't,
that's what
hey,
it is.
hey, hey, these stats is just mine, man. You can create your own stats, man. Benjamin and done, he's just an experience as a model. He's done he's done a lot of shows, a lot of different events, and supported a lot of different platforms, just like I have. So, I'm proud of that, brother. Benjamin would tell you when he started modeling, I've been there supporting Benjamin ever since day one. The day he started
Mm,
modeling, I've been supporting Benjamin, and I don't think there is no other person that's probably supported Benjamin since he started modeling as much as I have. I've been with Benjamin Scott since day one, since he started modeling, supporting him. So me and him on the same team. We both winning. We ain't in competition.
yeah,
We on the same team. We learning from each other. We support each other. We doing events together. We doing, we networking. Like, Benjamin Scott, I love that brother, man. That's my brother.
yeah,
That's our brother.
yeah, no. That way, brother. With that being said, you know, being so experienced and just having the liberty to be able to see so many models from so many parts of the world, from all walks of life, what is the special sauce? Like, what does it take? What do you think in your mind, if you can give me three things that would make a great model, what are three traits that a person would need to possess to, to be considered a great model? Like, what are some good keys, advice?
Well, one is personal interest. You got to believe in yourself. It got to be something you want to do because it's going to be a lot of challenges, a lot of sacrifices. And if you're not willing to make that mark, then you're not going to be able to elevate yourself to the next level and continue being relevant. Anybody can be a model, but to be relevant, then you have to be able to stand apart. You got to be able to keep moving forward. And that takes a lot. Sometimes it takes more than you have. A lot of times it takes you all and to have an audience and a finding and, support them is one. So personal interest is one. Two, I want to say you need to do your work. You have to do the work. No one that can ever deny you the results of the work you put into something. So I believe that anyone that wants a model or anything, whatever your passion is, my suggestion, like I gave myself, find somebody that's doing it that you admire and show them how much you're passionate about it, and they'll show you. So find you a mentor. Find somebody that can show you what you're looking for, not showing you what they want to show you. Whatever you're looking for, someone out there that can be that example. You need to, break bread with them and let them know where you are and what your dreams and your aspirations are. I'm sure anyone you can show them that you care, they'll be willing to support you, And then lastly, this is the part I really want to share, but you gotta have some financial backing, because if you want
Yeah.
to be local, is one thing. A model bag, I'm preparing my model bag for New York right now. My model bag ain't like the typical model bag. And so, you got to be able to stand out. You got to be able to have that product. You got to be able to have those brands. You got to be able to you got to be relevant. You got to be able to put on some clothes and represent, whereas you're going to stand out. So you got to have some way to be able to invest in that. It's, traveling, the fashion shows and the tickets, like most fashion shows, to be a participant, they're saying they want models and people to support the event and help support the event by selling tickets. You gotta have a following. You gotta have, and if you ain't got a following, guess what? You gotta buy them tickets yourself. You know how many tickets I bought myself because didn't nobody buy no tickets from me? I had to buy my own
Mhm.
tickets, man, because I wanted to be in that show. And I knew if I bought them tickets and I've been in that show, that somebody gonna see me, somebody gonna help me. So I've been doing that for a long time, man, paying my own way, man. And it feels good today to know that, man. And I can say that I'm representing Beautiful You Fashion Tour. I'm representing Model GlowUp Brand Magazine, or I'm representing A Taste of Chicago, or Photos by Taste Chicago, or I'm representing Red Silk Carpet Concierge of Chicago, or I'm representing, any of the designers or models or artists, anyone that I work with and I've collaborated, because that's what Team Atoc photography or Team Atoc or Team this. You always see that, part of my hashtags because that's my superpower, bro. I've been teaming up with people like y'all, and I'm looking at that photo we did a fashion show with we showcased the African works. What's the
Culture
sister name?
exchange. The culture exchange.
At the Culture Exchange. Mama Shirley
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so you see most of us right there in some of her garments. And it's an amazing time, man. Like we've been able to work with just collaborate with some people modeling and doing the photography. That's us. Afterwards, hey, that's that little photo shoot we did for my magazine cover. I said I am real grateful to Derek Torkazinski and his brand, for photography is supporting us and the Model Globe Brand Magazine. Shout outs to our Fisher's leader, Dominique. You've had the chance
Dominique.
to represent yourself as a brand ambassador for so many different entities, and to give us an opportunity and a platform so that we can brand ourselves. And that's what you've given us. You've given us an opportunity and a platform so we can brand ourselves. And that's what Model Glow magazine does. It gives us opportunity as models and artists and individuals to brand ourselves and have the platform to have the support of the community and people that believe in us. And we're constantly growing, but like, man, like that's what it's all about, man. I mean, I don't, you know, what's iconic about this opportunity today is that, man, it's been some people out there that's been willing to help a brother like me.
Yeah.
Man, that is above anything. When you can find a brother that the odds were against, and in this, no matter what, you know, your bad judgments and bad experiences, say, I'm gonna give this brother a shot, I'm gonna give him a chance. I want him to represent, Black History Month. I want him to represent Chicago. I want to represent him to represent fashion or represent, you know what I'm saying, dreaming or, making dreams come true. I want him to represent anything to actually consider me. It's like, that's why I think I was born. If I died tonight, bro, I'd be happy because I was able to tell my story, man. This platform gave me a chance to tell my story while I'm here. You know, I'm grateful, man. Like, you don't know how big, how much you're doing to support. And well, of course, you wouldn't be doing it. You're not doing it for no accolades. You're doing it to, bring light to a lot of people you met and to showcase a lot of people you met. You're not doing it because of you. And I've been able to recognize that just for me. Like, you didn't say, hey, bro, I want to do an interview so I can get some views. I want to interview because, man, since I met you, man, you've been able to stand on business, bro, and other people need to hear your story. Like, man, so many people need that, and we support that, man. And we, without that, like, what do we have? Who are we without you? People like the people that's willing to tell our story, the storytellers, man, and then people that are willing to go against the God, against the odds, and regardless of people's backdrops, because a lot of people looked at this interview. Y'all might not even be there, but like, oh man, this is just another brother from the streets and try to act like he important. Hey, some of us are important today. God didn't bless a lot of us. Matter of fact, He bless you too. If you could look into your high vibrations, you can look at the things He's done for you, and you'd be willing to share your story to help somebody too. So, and that's all I'm doing today. I'm sharing my story. I just want to be able to shine some light on how it was and how it is and, and how it might be, what I'm saying? Like, and how I'm dealing with it, and like, where my support, I don't want nobody to be confused where my greatest source of strength and courage comes from. I don't want people to think that, like, I walk around and feel like I'm important. I know I'm not, I am just as strong as my weakest link, as our weakest link, like I really support our team, and I support everybody I support. And so many people supported me, like in the house industry in Chicago. Like, man, I've been a house head since grammar school. And I actually be able to work with the iconic people that's pave setters like today in the house industry and to be a part of the work that they're doing. Oh my God, like, man, these people let me represent, like be there and capture the moments and their private moments, intimate moments, birthday parties and those times and endearment, like when people having kids or graduations or, like even in times of death, like I say, one of my mentors in the house community is Farley Jack Master Funk. And like, it felt good to be able to support him and his family as a photographer and his wife, Delise, from Kids Corner, like all the work they've done. And like over the years, that opened up the door to me getting a status in the celebrity community of being like a giver and someone that'll get out there and support. Like, man, you have no idea. Like when Farley's father passed, man, like I still have his father's obituary. The photo on his father's obituary, it's a photo I took. You know what I'm saying? The same famous Farley Jack Master Funk we all know. Like I'm grateful that him, his wife Delise, and their family allowed me to be a part of their lives and to be there to be able to be there when their families together and good times or bad times, and we can share the good times because those are good times. That was a birthday party. That was his birthday. We had a good time out at their little estate out there. And they got a different little state now with the water and all that stuff. Is if you ain't been to probably in Delisa's house, it's nice. We just did a thing with Harriet Tubman last year, and the rites of passage going through rights, through slavery and a lot of stuff, and right off the Chicago River, and man, y'all had to get on my page and just not look at all the crazy stuff I post, and look at really a lot of opportunities I've had to celebrate life with a lot of people, man. And I've been there. Like I was just reminiscing. I want to say this and let you finish. Like one of my most proud moments is that a lot of people know the DC bomber. Remember the DC sniper?
Yeah.
Well, the DC sniper, his wife Mildred Muhammad, um, wrote a book. She was talking about the domestic violence she went through for years, and she's a big advocate for domestic violence. And I want to give a shout out to Coretta, which is one of my other mentors. She's provided opportunities to me to have these avenues to be able to work with these high profile people. But Mildred Muhammad, she was the DC sniper's wife. And when she wrote her book about that life of what she was living and what that was like, you have to look at her book. You have to look at her book and see that the the, the image on her book is an image that I took. I took that image, and like to have those kind of opportunities to meet high profile people, and they're not just like meeting people at the airport and at events like, hey, what's up? I took a picture with you. But to have some people that you can put in your Rolodex and you can relate back to, and if you need to refer back to, and people that accept you and know your emails and respond to them and that kind of stuff, and networking for real. And I'm grateful for that, because like you can't take that away from me. You can say I ain't nobody and I ain't all this, and the people could say whatever they want to say because they want to challenge, you know, maybe, where they think I should be, or, whatever. But at the end of the day, man, I know that s- everything ain't for everybody. People open up some doors, man, and I'm proud. I'm proud, man. I stand as a Chicagoan, as a brother, come from Morgan Park, from Chicago, from the streets. I feel proud to stand here on this podcast tonight to represent Chicago and the people from the indigents, the people that come from broken homes, and people that broken dreams, and people that didn't have support and didn't know nothing about networking, and people that know nothing about technology and it evolving, and about, just, supporting one another, man. So, you know, like I've been looking for the opportunity to thank you. Now you got me on here blessing me. And this is my chance to say thank you, brother, because, you know, like since I met you, you've been opening up doors, making sure that I can be relevant and my story can be heard, man. And, and that's what it's about. I just want to continue to bless the people while I'm here, man.
No, man. I'm just truly, saying grateful for you. What I mean, the whole Glow Up team, man. But what's so special about photographers, because y'all don't get enough credit. What I'm saying? Because y'all really is capturing delicate moments. What I'm saying? Like emotional moments. What I'm saying? Life changing moments. Sometimes
The
it could be the
difference,
last moment.
the
Yeah, the
difference.
difference. Like yeah, you can catch a person's last moment. What I'm saying, on Earth. What I'm saying? Like it's so many things that y'all hold so much weight in this industry, and photographers don't get enough respect, man. But what I mean, again, big salute to you. Just a shout out a couple of photographers. Shout out to Dari, shout out to Dean Photography. What I mean? Man, there's a lot of great photographers out here in Chicago and so on and so forth. But what I mean, just being just a stand-up man that you are, and what I mean, I'm just proud of
Hey,
you with
check this out, man. Can I give a shout out to a couple of my personal photographers, right
please,
quick?
please.
Hey, man, a lot
Absolutely.
of people know since I went from photography to modeling, like I don't, you can catch me at an event, take some photos, but I've only been photographed by a couple of people. So
Mm,
I'm gonna tell y'all just a couple, and I got a couple I keep hidden because I don't tell everybody all of my business. But I want to say
yeah.
thank you to, what I'm saying, a couple people, what I'm saying. Who? Who you want to say? Who is my number one? What's his name? I want to see if you know. Come on. I'm trying to see if my girl can help me participate in this, man. But I don't want to put nobody. I thought about it. I'm not gonna put nobody on blast, but man, I do have a couple of personal photographers, and they know who they are. And she didn't want to say no name, but I got a couple of people, man, in Indiana and Chicago, and a couple other places, man, that's been able to capture my moments. Jerome, Peter, a few other people, man. I want to say shout out to y'all, man. And I'm not saying y'all name like that because, it ain't that important. But and there's been a couple other people too, man. But them they've been there for me, man. And I really thank them because they've been able to really showcase, capture me and where I come from, where I'm going, and being able to capture me in a moment that makes it priceless, and being able to represent me as being an African American male over 50 modeling. They make me look good, bro. And I don't know no else. So I don't get the chance to work with everybody, but at least I want to say those two. Jerome, thank you, bro. You and your photography team, man. One of the best in the Midwest, man. They're doing it big in Gary, man. Worldwide. It ain't just Gary. He just live in Gary. And then Peter, one of my other guys, he's here in Chicago. And, he got one of the most expensive cameras I ever seen, bro. And if you look on my profile, you would see me with some of his equipment and taking some of, being able to use some of his equipment and being able to be photographed with it. And there's a couple other photographers too that's done a lot, man. And but shout out to those two. Yep. Thanks. Oh, Derek Tokazinski. And Derek. Derek is one of my current personal photographers. Well, me and Derek have history. So me and Derek we've agreed to work together because, we've kind of worked together so long. So, we kind of like, hey, this is a good investment for both of us. So I've been able to, I got some goals. Me as a model, a lot of people don't know I'm from the Break It Eyes. I might be getting into pageantry.
Okay.
I have a platform. I might be getting into pageantry. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you, I'm saying, to you, brother, and so many other people that's saying that it's possible. Keep building a platform so you can reach the audiences, reach people and tell them, what God told you to tell them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I always appreciate exclusives on here. You know what I'm saying? Something that nobody else don't know. Come say it on the I Said It show. You already know what I'm talking
Said
about.
it, man. Well, they're my personal photographers, and I got a few more, but I'm gonna hold them.
Right. Always welcome to come here. You know what I'm saying, and tell your business. But really though, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna share a few more pictures. While I got your time. But before that, I want to ask you another question. What is the most meaningful picture to you that you've taken
in my career, or just ever, or
in your
just
career? Photography, since you've been doing your photography, what's the biggest moment that stand out? And it could be something is like, capturing a wedding shot or a baby being born or something like that. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But what is something that just really stands out of your mind and it holds weight to you?
I think I'm gonna tell you three. One
Okay.
was me as a photographer dreaming on the red carpet at the Oscars at Adobe Theater in Hollywood, California. A lot of people seen those photos. You can even go on YouTube and look up Atoc at the Oscars, and you'll see me maybe one or two videos of me at the Oscars. Back when I was a photographer, doing actually on the red carpet, you see me interviewing people on the red carpet from, the actual Oscar. And another would be the moment of me. If I'm trying not to get emotional because this is even more meaningful. There's a fashion designer. His name is Bernie Martin. He's the founder of Midwest Fashion Week, and man, this brother gave, he really believed in me, man. I got a suit in my closet right now, which is I'm working towards getting back in that suit because that let me know I was ready to model professionally when I could fit in a suit he had made for me.
Mm.
And if you look at his profile photo right now today,
No, it's all good, man. This just real. You're a real brother, you know what I'm saying? Being real come with real emotions.
if you look at Bernie Martin's his profile photo still today, he got the photo I took him taking a bath in New York Fashion Week years ago, man. And he never took my profile. I don't know how.
Mm.
No matter how famous his brother got, he's international. He's all over the world, all kind of magazines. And his profile photos one I took. And he's never taken it down since I took it.
Wow.
He's
No,
never taken that photo down. If you look right now today, it's gonna be on there in the morning. And I don't know why. But that showed me, man, that somebody cared about me, man, and what I was doing for people.
yeah.
And the other one had to be.
No, we let that breathe for a second. Let that breathe for a second, man. That's pretty amazing, man. And that just shows, you know what I mean, how special you are. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to tell you that. You know what I mean? And when people do that, and like when people share my flyers, like I do interviews and not everybody share the flyers. Some people just keep it hidden. And then, you know, sometimes people erase it off their page like it never existed. Like I never did an interview, just erase the history. But it's like you
Yeah.
can't erase history. But people that hold on to history when you did something with them, or it's just that's love. That's what love look like. That's another sign of love and just appreciation. And that's like an ultimate thank you that some people overlook. But you see what, you know, how much it means to you, you know, but sometimes people don't even know what things mean to us when we do things. Because that's your art. You know what I'm saying? My flyers are my art. You know, your pictures is a form of art. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's beautiful, man, that he does that. You know, and for so long, man, that's great.
It's been
Congratulations
years,
too.
bro. I mean, like still today, man. Like I don't know how many people got a suit by Bernie Martin, but I do. You know, and it's mine, man. And I feel honored to be able to represent him. And when I wear that suit, when I did wear that, you know, it's a little tight right now. I'm trying to get. I need to lose about 10. What about less than 10 pounds?
Okay, you be
It's
back
just
there
tight.
soon.
It's too tight to wear.
Just hold your breath.
I know, but if I wear it out, y'all gonna know it's too little too tight. I need to lose 5. I need to get. I need to go from 210. I need to go between 210 and 200. Not I can't be between 210 and 215. It's just a
Okay,
little
okay,
too tight.
great.
Because I was wearing it at 198, 200.
Oh, especially fitted. It was specially fitted for you.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. I hope I
So it's
got
still
that.
a goal.
I
It's
wonder if
still
I
a
got the
goal. I
picture.
said I was gonna get back in it for my birthday, but my girl like eating corned beef sandwiches. She like eating all kind of stuff, and I want her to be happy. I didn't live the life. My girl when she say go.
Right, right, right.
Hey, so right now I'm on vacation, bro. She want ice cream. I'm gonna go get some. I don't care.
I heard that, bro. I
Hey,
heard
I'll
that.
be doing some sit-ups or something in the morning. I'll be worried about that shit Friday and Saturday on my way to New York. But right now, I'm still on vacation, man. And you only live once, man. You need to be happy. You know, I don't have no restraints. And like I thank
Yeah,
God that I created a lifestyle. I don't have to really worry too much, man. But it's getting better every day. I'm working on it.
indeed, indeed. And before you share that third one, meaningful picture or moment, with your camera, with your art, I want to
Mhm.
just share this with your girl, you and your girl. You know, just a great picture. You
Oh, that's so
just
sweet. She can't see
you gotta,
it. She want to
yeah,
come
show
look
it to
so
her.
bad. You want to come look? You can't come look, man. It's actually us. That's us on
Where's
New
y'all
Year's.
at?
That's on New Year's. New Year's this year. We had on our matching outfits, and we had our custom frames. We had our custom candy woo. We had our little custom candy woo frames on. Out for New Year's celebrating with Farley and the Hot Mix 5, as well as with the Chosen Few DJs. I had the opportunity to, thanks to Rick Martinez and his production, that I was able to be there to do that event, bringing the New Year's. Channel 7 was there. So shout out to Channel 7 News. That was a big event just this year, to be able to have that kind of access. Huh?
I'm sorry, Windy City Live was in the building. I
Yeah,
saw.
yeah, Windy City Live. Yep, Windy City Live and Channel 7, Val Warner, and I forgot my other brother's name. I feel bad right now. You shouldn't have said Val's name. I was doing good. Now I feel because I get me and the brother that work with Val. We kind of close when I see him at events, and now I can't think of his name. His name is you got me messed up, baby. You should have did that. Stay out of my interview. Should have messed my interview up. But anyway, so when you see the live was there, that we had a great time. I took a lot of photos and I posted them on my page. I'm great. It feels good to have that kind of relationship with them. I was in the process of getting them to help me network and support and promote what I would have considered one of the biggest fashion shows in the city of Chicago, and tear your show. And so you have a show coming up and we all get a chance to participate in, which is now going to be the biggest show in the city of Chicago. So, but we were working on a show that's just as grand, and unfortunately we weren't able to get all of the kinks out initially, so we got to rewound back on it. But like, man, it just felt good to know that people from Windy City Live and so many other news productions had actually considered some of my emails and responded back and said that, hey, we'll be willing to help you, support you in what you were doing, because like that was one to me, in my head, was one of the biggest shows ever. And now that that's kind of passed up, I realized that was a show that was preparing me to get in ready for the show that we're doing with you. So like, I'm so excited, and like everybody's, whether we're sitting here on the podcast or we're watching it on the other side of the screen, or we out at work or whatever we're doing, and get back at a later date, we all trying to keep moving forward and supporting each other. So, I don't know how to do nothing but say thank you, bro.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. And actually here's the flyer, because I gotta have it on deck. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, matter of fact, that photo was taken by Peter.
Oh, straight like that? Okay.
Yeah, that was just one of the photos taken by Peter. I had a tailor-made suit, and I did some work, one of my favorite little spots downtown Chicago, and a lot of people know it, but I ain't saying the name out because I don't want y'all stealing my spot unless you know it. But yeah, man, me and Peter, we went out there and banged it out, and that was my getting ready to go to the next levels. That's when I started going to the next level, because I knew I need to start promoting myself differently. And I'm just thankful, like I said, for Jerome and him, being able to help me in that process and make time and put me on a schedule, and help me recreate, what needs to be to moving forward, and to making that happen, to get some of these images straight, so we can use usable material, so I can promote what we're doing for so many different platforms.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And again, I don't know the suit that's in your closet.
Which one?
Referring to? I don't know.
You talking about that one or the one Bernie Martin suit? Or that suit I had on in that shot?
Oh, that was the Bernie. That was the Bernie.
No, that wasn't the Bernie Martin suit. That's another tailor-made suit I had made. I can't disclose the designer, but yeah, it's tailor-made, and it was just one of those. When you everybody got a few pieces in their closet. Like right now, I got on a little crush belt with a little something basic. I had this. I put this piece on for my interview for, like, I just did for New York. Like I said, I'll be in New York this week for New York Fashion Week, and I just did a promo video with Beautiful Fashion Tour. So I said I want to bring the crushed velvet. I want to bring the blue back out. You know what I'm saying, and bump it. But we got a little pieces in our closets, and and like outside of I got, most people know, I'd say iconic. Like I got over 500 hangers, and they all off-white or G-Star Raw. So I've actually built a wardrobe, and to be able to have some pieces that's outside of that wardrobe, I take pride in some of these little classic pieces, and some of the pieces I've been able to acquire from some of the designers I've worked with over the years.
I love it, man. I love that. Straight up. And and again, because it's you know what I'm saying. I wore this tie. Y'all can kind of see it now. But this is
Nice.
purple and black. There's a purple and
That's
black
nice.
tie. You know what I mean?
That's
But
nice.
I've only wore this tie. Real talk, one time ever. This is only the second time I wore this tie. And there's video of me in this tie. Now I got second video now with this tie.
That's what's
But
up. Yeah.
when I did my first tribute to women, Atoc, my first tribute to women, 2017, when I started that night I wore this tie.
That's what's
And
up.
so I figured, like, since we got another one coming up, the 6th annual one, and I'm here with Atoc, and you gonna, bless us, you know what I'm saying, by walking the runway. You know what I mean? I was like, let me go ahead for his interview.
Hey,
Rock the tie, the purple,
bust
the
it,
purple and
bust
black.
it, bust it, bust it, man. Hey, look that color, man. Them some nice colors, bro. When you can rock them powerful colors, black and purple, that's power, bro. So, hey, man, it's good to see you. Hey, rep, man. You know what I'm saying? Connect the dots, man. People need to know your story too, man. You steady telling our story, but I'm glad you connect the dots in your story as well, and then so we can know, how important people like you are that can actually keep God bless you to be there to tell our stories and be there to support us and network with us and fellowship with us. Thank you, bro.
No, thank you, brother. And I'll use that purple color theme as a segue into this right here, because this is hot.
That's me. Hey, that's me actually walking for Bernie Martin in Midwest Fashion Week.
Straight
That's
like that.
actually
Okay.
I was talking about me and Bernie Martin. That's me wearing couture, custom couture, CATOU, couture wear for men. Um, um,
That's hot.
and that and that is I don't know exactly which fashion show that is. But that was Midwest Fashion Week, but I don't know which show it was and where that show was located. But after that show, you can actually see me also wearing, because he actually gifted me that outfit for a period of time after the show, and then I had to return it. The suit he made for me. That outfit I had to return it because it was part of his up and coming collection. But for my birthday that year, I did go to Hawaii. And while I was down there for a film festival, I was down there filming a film festival in Honolulu, Hawaii. I did a photo shoot and that couture wear in Hawaii. So if you look back on my time, like a lot of people don't go back, they see the stuff and me talk about me loving my baby all the time. People don't want to hear that mushy stuff. They want some exciting stuff. But I've been around, I've done a lot of work, and now, I've been able to separate my work and now I even keep it together. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be professionally accurate. I'm not looking for any of the accolades. Come on, that I just know that I just want to continue to say, I want to thank everybody every time I get a chance for the opportunity you guys allow me to be a part of what you're doing, your platforms, your story, your lives, your missions, man. When you didn't have nobody, I want you to be able to say that, Atoc was there, when times were hard, be able to say Guthrie showed up, and when did nobody believe you and saying, man, that, hey, Photos by Taste Chicago didn't ask you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to say that, all the way around the border, that I've been able to try to be a giver. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for what God has given me, because he's giving me my life back. And I told him, I said, you bless me, I'm going to bless your people. I said, you send your people to me, I won't turn away from them. So I've never charged anyone. And that's kind of what that presidential award was from President Biden, because like, since I started doing photography work in like 2006, I've taken donations or whatever, but I've never charged anyone, because I asked God, send your people to me. And because I wanted to show God that I appreciate him giving me something outside of my retirement and my income, that I can actually feel passionate about, something that can give me a life worth living, and being able to be a part of your life and so many other people's lives has given me a life that I never need a vacation from. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, bro. So like I live the dream.
Absolutely.
I live what I believe. I get up every day and I stay away from my phone because I know when I look at my phone, someone said, "Hey Guthrie, are you available?" And like today, I look forward to it, but I think about it now. I want to spend as much time as I can with my family. I'm working towards, trying to get my baby to like semi-retire. I'm trying to work on some other projects, income property and, be able to do some stuff and be able to, stay on vacation for the rest of my life and travel for a living. And so like, I'm working on so many things. I don't want to get up and have to do no work. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't
Right,
work for
right.
me. I took the day off. I got up and I didn't cut my hair because for
Mhm.
personal reasons, I gotta let my hair get to where it needs to be so I get a fresh, crisp cut for New York fashion. With the same thing with the facial, just basic, you know what I'm saying? But I need to get up and I dedicated this day to making sure like my baby, she's home today from the hospital from yesterday. She had outpatient surgery, and I'm able to dedicate these days and the rest of this week to making sure she's back on track and she don't have
Yes,
to
sir.
overexert herself. So, like, man, but today I was like, my baby said, "You know what you're gonna wear?" I was like, "Yeah, I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna wear what I wore in my
Right,
last little
right.
unique." You know what I'm saying? Because this is where I'm at, man. This crushed blue, this crushed velvet, this blue is really stunning and make me feel empowered. So I want to put this back on and just represent, man, like people that that believe that don't believe, or the people that believe that don't know us, that it's possible because all you got to do is not give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens.
You know what I'm saying? I love that. Not give up 5 minutes for the miracle happening. You know what I'm saying? I expect the miracle. Thank you for the miracles. That's why I say every day, man. I'll stop dropping this remote control for my life. But every day, man, ATOC, you know what I'm saying, for the last 7 years my life has changed. God is good. You know what I mean? And I say, I am grateful, I am thankful, I expect the miracle. Thank you for the miracles. And I've watched and witnessed, the man, God just showed out on me. He just been showing out, with me and connecting me with powerful people and extraordinary people like yourself. And I don't want to even start naming everybody's name because
Right, right.
those
Cause hey,
names.
that ain't what it's
But
about right now. Like I feel you.
right, right, right. Yeah, but
That's
my
another
will
show.
mention Dr.
That's another
Dominique.
show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
I
need
did
another
working
whole
with
show just to thank everybody. That's what I was trying not to do. That's
yeah,
why I'm trying not to name no name
yeah,
because I didn't want to leave nobody out. But hey, my personal photographer, that's my top two though. I had to say that.
right, right.
Jerome
Yeah.
and Peter. So outside I had to keep the name down. Too many to name.
Well, I'm gonna name Dr. Dominique Peterson because she is also one of my honorees this year, you know what I'm saying? One of the five. So I'm really grateful for that and just grateful for the connection and and I can't say her name without saying and I'm gonna stop right here, but I gotta say Angie A. Love because through Angie is how I learned of, Dominique. And I'm gonna stop there, but y'all already know it's all love. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. But yeah, straight like that, man. Um,
Hey, I
so
just did a
what?
podcast with NJ Love. I just did a recent podcast with NJ Love. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So shout out to
Right.
Angie,
So
man.
that's
Hey,
something
her
real.
and her team, man. Hey, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying, man. Hey, they gave me a chance to break bread with them, man, and share my story. So, I'm
Yeah,
grateful for these kind of platforms, man, because it keeps all of us relevant, man. Because and this is the stuff people don't really know.
yeah,
You got to know somebody to get this kind of information. This is personal, but for your platform and for Angie, for people we care about, man, we want to share it. It's more about your audience. You asked us to be here to share our message with your audience, and that's what we're here for today. So shout out to Angie too.
yeah. Absolutely. Big salute to everybody. The whole A team, Dream Team, Model Glow Up
Great.
team. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
salute to the upcoming team that I'm putting together. You know what I mean, with the models that we have now for this upcoming show. You know what I mean, March the 8th. Um, y'all definitely want to get y'all tickets. Got to plug that. But with that being said, um, before we get out of here, though, big brother, I'm gonna share it because I got a few more pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? So just tell me what this moment just means to you. This right here.
Well,
When you see yourself there, when you first got the, now you knew what you was preparing for, you knew you was gonna be on the cover, but tell me that feeling of what it felt like once you seen yourself, the finished product on the cover. Like, what did that feel like?
well, I'm gonna be
And is
honest
it,
with you.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. And also confirm, is this your first front cover feature?
No, that's just my last one. I've been
Okay,
on.
no doubt, no doubt.
I've had the privilege. Thank you. To this team, Derek. He did some great, great photography studio work as well as some great post production, getting this image ready for the front cover. I want to thank my team, my mentor, Dominique, you know what I'm saying, which is our chief, our leader of Model GlowUp Brand Magazine and our model team or whatever. I want to say thank you because this is what my life has become. This is
Mm,
me. You know, when I eat, sleep, drink, when I'm when I'm when I'm dreaming, when I'm hurting, when I'm suffering, when I'm striving, when I'm in doubt, that's that moment when I had to come together and I had to come to myself and look at my assets and my liabilities and find out, what's gonna be different for me. And I can sit back like I talk about those moments of clarity that I have, and I do it every day. I do it one day at a time when I can get up and I can take some time out for God, take some time out for me, then I can make some time out for others, through prayer and meditation. I try to seek conscious contact with God in my understanding. And when I heard that I had the opportunity to get the front cover of the magazine for this issue, I was just grateful, man. I've been working hard. I've been working real hard trying to put myself in a position so I can elevate to the next level, so I can be an example that is possible. And that's exactly what Derek and Dominique and the team did. They elevated me and where I was and been able to tell my story. And this, I don't know if you've actually got the magazine, been able to read the article, but to be able to tell my story. And I'm really grateful to Derek and Dominique for the opportunity and so many other people, man. But Dominique, I don't even know what else to say besides, God sent her to me so that I could be there for her, so that she could be there for me, and I could be there for others. I
amen.
don't have no, and I say that about everybody, just like I say about Derek. Derek's been there supporting me since I've been supporting him, and now he supports me so I can support others.
Yeah,
That's
man,
just,
I love it. And congratulations again for being on the front cover because it's
yeah,
awesome
that's my
cover. You know what
last.
I'm saying?
I've been on many covers of magazines. I'm talking about my work as a model and as my photographer. I'm a published model and I'm a published photographer as well. So I'm,
Mhm.
internationally published as a photographer. I got work in a couple of different magazines across the sea. That so
Yeah.
I got a few pieces, but this is the latest piece that says, let me know that I was ready and I am ready. And so this year, 2025, is going to be the beginning of the rest of my life.
No, absolutely, absolutely, man. And just really proud of you. This is a great shot. You with your good friends right here.
Hmm. Well, that's like I say, that's classic. Hey, that's one of my personal photographers. That's just classic. That's just me being able to showcase who I am, and I love what I do, man. And that's just me being motivated. That's just me. That's me every day. That's me right now. I'm ready. And they say if you was born ready, you stay ready. You don't have to worry about getting ready. And that's me saying that I want to me say that not only am I ready, but knowing that I'm pretty good at what I do. So I want to showcase my little piece with me. Like if you got your little handguns or whatever. That's my weapon.
Yeah.
That's my equipment. I want to show people. I ain't got no Leica, no. I ain't got one of them. Super expensive cameras. But me doing the work I do, I've been able to make it work. So yeah, that's me. I was excited because a lot of times I take photos of a lot of people, and I don't get to capture those moments. And I need some of that for some of the work I do to be able to showcase that I am a photographer, not just my bio or my resume and stuff like that. But to see me with my camera, that's classic. And I actually have one of those images in my house framed, or to be framed. Oh, yep.
Hey, yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope, man. And you recall who took this picture, or just one of the people you can't tell?
Well,
I,
that's
I
one
see
of
his
the
name on
photos.
there.
Well, I think that was done with Model GlowUp brand magazine.
Okay.
And I'm not sure exactly which photographer took that, but those are some of the images that was actually in the magazine for that issue. And
Right.
like I said, I had a couple of suits tailor made for that event. I had a nice, a nice wardrobe for that event, for that shoot. And I was excited, just to be able to get me one of those shots, get me ready for the shoot. And I was excited. You can see I was just like, hey, when it's time to go to work, it's like a lot of, like y'all. Some of y'all might have seen if you've been watching for the past 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 33 seconds. As I've been going through my interview, and I get emotional, my emotional support or my service dog been coming over here. He been making sure I'm straight. But I've had some really trying times in this world and in my lifespan, and made me want to give up and not care and not believe in those lower vibrations and that energy. I've been able to dispel and put it to the side, and been able to use that as an example of how to recreate myself every day, to be an example of what other people can be every day. It's just not only empowering. It's that is my story. That's what I do every day now. So I'm just trying to find a way to someone could say that I thank Guthrie. He was there for me. He took the time. He was able to try to help me when I needed some help, and he was there for me. So yep.
Amen.
Or
I
Atoc
heard that.
Guthrie, LeBron Bonnet, Mr. B, Gucci. I got a lot of names I go by. If you knew me when I was graduating, going through grammar school and high school, they called me Gucci. But I guess you probably
Mm.
know why. And got my Gucci on. I took it off. But if you're looking at my Gucci, it'd be about that time. So I've had a lot of accessories and stuff over the years in grammar school and high school and military and in my career. And I love Gucci. And anybody from Morgan Park go tell you, ask them Gucci class of 89. I was there from 85 to 89. Talk about Gucci. Anybody know Gucci? Any football team in the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois that played against Morgan Park in the red division from 85 to 89, they're gonna tell you number 33, red shoes. They know me. They know me. They know I get the ball. I'm gonna run you over. I'm not running for a touchdown. I'm gonna run you over. I want to embarrass you. That's what I want to do. I want to hit you.
Yeah.
I want to hit you like I'm a linebacker. You're a running back, but I got the ball. So yeah, I was known for getting the ball and want to run people over, man. But I was, like I said, if you think about it, I was an athlete, man, and I was, man, my legs back in maybe sophomore, junior year, my legs about the equivalent to Walter Payton legs, probably about,
Yeah.
with the, I had, I was doing a whole stack, I was that guy, man, and so it was easy
Right.
for me to go from being a lineman to a running back.
Mm.
No, I went from lineman to flanker to running back.
What? Dang. That's different.
Because most linemen end up being linemen. They never really turn a lineman into a running back.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Like I say,
They
that's
turn and
different.
and, and I was one of I was one of them guys. You gave me the ball. Soon you give me the ball, I'm looking for the hole and I'm looking for somebody to run over. Get in front of me. You want to? I'm gonna try to knock your helmet off you. I'm gonna embarrass you. You're gonna get out my way. I never get, did nobody ever get out my way. They challenge me, but I wish somebody just didn't have to do that. I could do a shake and then run for a touchdown. I had more yards just, but You know, hey,
That's okay.
I can't do it no more today, but hey, you can look up Chicago sometimes, Chicago Defender and Morgan Park High School. I am in the papers. I made a front page of Chicago sometimes. It's a run. I'm in the papers. I'm in the archives. Made model of the year, photographer of the year. I've done the Oscars. I've done the Soul Train Awards, the Emmys. I've done some stuff. I've done New York and LA. I've done Miami. You know what I'm saying? This year, I want to do Cannes Film Festival. So I'm working with, still trying to collaborate with my mentor, Sandra Smith Domi, and her accolades and the people she worked with doing the Cannes Film Festival, and maybe get a chance to fly and do Cannes this year. That'd be that probably the only thing I haven't done that I want to do professionally. And then outside of that, I think I just want to travel some destinations that we're working on. And that's about it, man. Outside of that, I'm just here for you guys. Whenever people call me and whenever I'm available, my schedule free to just try to support other people's platforms. Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. That's the reason why you're here and being celebrated, because you've done some monumental things going all the way back to the beginning of, your journey. You know what I'm saying? You've always been a winner. Once a winner, always a winner. You know what I'm saying?
When
You
it's
never did.
chicken dinner, I'm ready to eat again. It's 9:30. My
Mhm.
baby on the smile. She's like, you on a diet? You can't be eating 9:30. Your dinner is at 5:30. I'm cheating tonight. I'm celebrating. I'm gonna go eat me something, a snack or something. I don't care.
No, absolutely, man. But now we about to definitely got to get out of here. But no,
Thanks,
man, it's just
man.
been a pleasure, honor, man. Really appreciate your time.
Hey,
You know what
that
I'm
is by my
saying? As we,
guy. That's by my guy. That's by my guy, Jerome. That is one of my most celebrated images. I got to bring that back out. That's me showcasing me
okay.
and some of the furs that I work with Christos, Leather and Furrier, one of the designers I was talking about doing that grand event with. That's one of his furs.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
was modeling, and I actually those were in another magazine. They got submitted and they got put in the magazine. I don't know which magazine, but those are published as well. And Jerome,
Dope.
he actually those some of my one of the person photographers talk about Jerome. That's some of his work.
Yeah.
Great work.
Okay. See,
I'm
hey, I just
proud, man.
follow my spirit.
I love my photographers, man. They great, man. I got some good guys, man. But hey, they are professional. Hey, I wish I was rich, man. They'd be my personal photographers. But I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that yet right now, man. I be scrubbing sometimes. Hey, that's one of my shots by Derek. One of my other
Okay.
person photographer,
Wow.
for Model Glow Up Brand Magazine. We was getting ready. Actually, we was doing a little fashion segment we did, and yeah, we all modeled that day. That wasn't tailor made there, but you see, I was suited and booty. I had to get it together. But thanks, shout out to Derek Torkazuski and his photography. That's some work by Derek. Yep, that's nice.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
You got some
No,
more of my work,
man.
man. He pulling up photos. I'm like, yeah, like where you get this stuff from, man? He got me
Hey.
cheesy. And my girl said you did your homework.
Hey, and man, really though, I go with my spirit when I pick out photos, because people have so many photos, and you obviously, in the field that you in, you have so many photos.
Hey,
But it
you
was
know
like,
what? Not to cut you off, you show photos of all of my my main three personal photography. You showed their work. I didn't even
oh, okay,
not even announce it. I said I didn't want to say their names. I said Derek, I said
yeah,
Jerome, and then I said and Peter. And you just showed all
okay,
three of their work without you even
wow,
knowing. So
yeah, no, I didn't know.
just to show you, them the only people I mess with professionally. There might be some images out there, but I don't
Okay,
know. Them my people, man. Them the best in the Midwest, baby. Hey, I implore you, if you need a personal photographer, you can go to Jerome. You can go to any one of them. Derek, you can go to man. I'm telling you, Peter. These guys, when you look at their work, but you got to get your paper right because they top dollars. They professional. They gonna give you what you're looking for. So if you're looking
yeah,
for
yeah,
a photographer, a picture man, they're professional. They're gonna do the work. So just make sure you're ready for them. But they can capture any of your moments you need. I'm talking about studio, outside, indoor, outdoor. If you need a team, you need multiple photographers, video. They got a team. All of them is, man, they're the best. I want to thank y'all. Because without y'all, I wouldn't look good at all. And just none of the magazines. So thank you guys. To all of my fans, I love my fans like I was Italian. Mwah, mwah. Mamma mia.
Hey, straight like that, man. Just big
Mamma
salute
mia.
all day
Big
long,
salute
man.
to
And just I want to
Martina.
continue to just say thank you, man. I want to pray over you and all your family, all your friends, your beautiful woman that's right there with you. Make she make a full recovery and everything like that. You know what I mean? Just everybody, man, in your circle, you know what I'm saying, your whole team, to the whole dream team, you know what I mean? And just may your everything be blessed, you be blessed in abundance, man. And that God continue to just bless you with things that's even more unexpected that you even see coming because He knows that you're gonna give it back. You know what I mean? And just give back to the people. I'm saying in that way. So man, that's what's love, bro. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you taking your time to allow me to, just kind of dig into some of your history and to be able to appreciate your journey, with my audience. You know what I mean? And
No
so
doubt.
thank you for everyone that tuned in today. Hopefully you all, if you haven't shared this video by now, then you can still do that at any time. But this will be live and accessible on my YouTube after we end the live. So you can always go back there, and we actually was streaming from Facebook, um, Guthrie. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And so it was, and so I had shared it earlier, so people have been watching. You know what I'm saying,
Okay.
off and on through this program.
That's good. That's good. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm excited, man. Hey, I want to share this information because a lot of people don't believe it's possible, man. Dreams are meant to
Yeah.
be lived, man. And I don't care what they are. All you got to do is come up with a plan of action, a team. You got to be willing to people that's willing to implement what needs to be done. And you need just a plan of action, man, and just, execute, man. And I do that with everything. And life is really simple for complicated people, man. And when I figure that out, I just stop trying to complicate everything and I just stick to the
Yeah.
basics. So I don't have to return back to them. I trust the process instead of going against the grain, you know what I'm saying? And I know that God gonna send me people that's gonna be haters and some people that's gonna support me. I just need to know the difference. I need to move. I need to move in silence sometimes, but I need to be moving when it's time to move, man. And I need to be ready. So if you're born ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you get ready, you
Yeah.
ain't got to, you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So I'm just grateful that, like, in my ups and downs from then to now, that, like, I get to work with people like you know what I'm saying? I said it, and like the model GlowUp team and a Beautiful You fashion tour, and, the personal photographers and models, and so many people, like, I like, it's models that I look up to, like male and female, like, shout out to
Yeah.
Leslie, you know what I'm saying? She's Leslie G. I'm going to put a whole governor. But Leslie, she's been able to show me that you can stand for something, and she's been able to do some work, and I look at her as a supermodel. She has so much experience, and to be able to take her time to work with me and include me in some of the projects that they work on, and even be willing to work with me on some of the projects I'm working on, man. Like, I feel excited to know this year that the year is best to come. We getting ready. We getting ready around here. You know what I'm saying? It's our season, man. It's winter season. Like I said, when any of us winning, we all winning. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for,
Yeah, man.
let me get this, 2 hour, 22 minute shout out, and hope, we can reach some audiences and let some people know, man, if you don't believe in nothing, believe in yourself, man. And if you don't believe in you, believe in me, man. If you don't believe in me, ask me what I need to do to show you how to believe in yourself, man. Because that's what we do as mentors, and, what I'm saying, as individuals, man, we try to support each other. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
I say, you're gonna see me giving shout outs to the people that support me and help me. And I want you to think that I'm somebody that's that important. And like right now, for some odd reason, my daughter and everybody's trying to call me. And I don't know if they're seeing seeing the streams, but I'm starting to get all these calls and texts and stuff. So towards the end of
Yeah.
this
Well, let me go
interview, this
ahead.
podcast, I just want to say thank you. I want to thank you to the God of my understanding. I want to thank you to my fiance, my family. thank you to my kids, my model team. I want to say thank you to the model team that I'm on tour with, my model team that's I'm part of a team with. I want to say thank you to so many mentors and so many people that supported me. I want to say thank you to the city of Chicago. I want to say thank you to so many designers like Mimi and Bernie Martin and so many other people. Like, I just want to say thank you because you gave me a chance, and I will continue to represent you well as your brand because your brand represents my brand, which is a Taste of Chicago, ATOC to the world blow up. So a lot of people call me Atoc, and that's what it stands for. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Taste of Chicago everywhere I go. I'm grateful for the opportunity, life after death. You know what I'm saying? I'm really overwhelmed, like I don't know if I missed anything, but if I did, check my Facebook page. You might catch up. But thank you, brother, for the time and your energy. Thank you for everything tonight, man. And like I said, man, if we need to reround, man, so much going on, and we can catch up, and I can share some more with your audience and your people and my audience. I'm always available, man. Thank you for considering me for tonight, man. We took the time out of our schedule to be available to share the story. I'm glad I even had a short to share. So thank God, the God of my understanding, man. But overall, man, your time is important. Thank you for sharing your time with me and what I've been going through. Thank you, bro.
No, man, thank you, man. And people been hearing you say that, you ready, gotta stay ready, and some people ask like, well, how do you stay ready? And I just remind them, proper preparation prevents poor performance, you know what I mean? The 5 P's. And so that's all we gotta do, man. Saying stay focused and just, just stay on your grind. And like this is something I takes, this is what I do for myself. Like I just show up. You know what I'm saying? I just keep showing up. And I feel like if you just keep showing up, then you put yourself in a position to win. You know what I'm saying? But show up. You gotta show up for work. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be there at 9 o'clock, you show up in 8:55, 8:50,
Because they say if you
8:35.
get there on time, you late.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm
Where
saying?
I come
So
from.
but you gotta show up though. If you don't show
Yeah,
up,
you got to show
you
up.
ain't gonna get paid. You ain't gonna get paid. Ain't nothing gonna happen if you don't show up.
Nothing going to happen if you don't show up.
That's
Thank you,
my
man.
thing.
You're right.
But yeah, thank you, brother. And in closing, how can people support you? How can they make a donation to you? Because you've been so generous, saying yourself, and like you say, you've been traveling, and you could use more funding and whatever. So how can people make a donation? And then also, how can people just you know, what's the best way to contact you if they want to network?
Well, most people know me through social media. So if you have one of my social media handles, my pages, just support me through just liking and sharing my experience, strengths, and hopes. A lot of times, if you really want more personal insight of how you can support maybe some of the things some of the ventures I'm on, if it's something that strikes you and you're interested in, it's something you'd like to be a part of, just inbox me and say, hey, I'd like to know more about, what this or, and how could I be a part of that? Because, we, where we come from, we don't turn down support, man. We encourage you, So,
Right.
I'm not too proud to say that, we appreciate all entities and all personalities and all individuals, no matter where you come from. If you can support this platform, so we turn a blind eye to who you are, with knowing that you're a helper and you're trying to help us. So thank you to anybody, however you might want to contribute. If it's anyway, you could just inbox me and say, how can I help? It's a lot of things people can do. Sometimes just sharing information, reposting stuff, just, maybe showing up, maybe, supporting, coming to a couple events, and networking, sharing stuff on your page and letting other people know about stuff that's going on, upcoming events and stuff, to your audience and your family and friends. That's the best way to support me, is just word of mouth, just let other people kind of know, for the people that care, not for the people that this on your own. If you're on your own platform, I respect that. I'm not asking nobody, I'm not demanding, like telling nobody, hey, I need you to do this. But if you like to support me, share my information, share my story with others. And I'm sure it's a lot of people that out there that has resources that don't mind supporting my cause, whatever the resources may be, because your resources come from God. So I'm not asking it for anything. Everything I've done has been fully self-supporting. I've, self-funded, so just the support and knowing that people have like minds or people respect my views or something like that, and mine want to share the information to help others less fortunate. That's the best way you can help me in what I'm doing today. Thank you, though. Absolutely. But I have an email, I have a Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it, whatever you need, you can just, I don't know, my information might be on my phone number, might be on there, anything. Just, you can contact someone and say, hey, how can I get in contact with Guthrie? I just want to tell them thank you for the information you shared, or thank you for anything. Just, reach out. I appreciate it. Thank you for that.
No, thank you, brother, and thank you again for your time. God bless you, and and definitely enjoy the rest of your night. Get some rest, drink some more water, and eat good. Feast.
Yes, more water. I need it.
You know what I mean? But man, blessings to you, brother. One love.
Man, blessings to you, bro. Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir. As I close out this show, you know what I mean, I always got to share some of the flyers for upcoming events. And you already know the event, one that you participating in. I'm grateful for say that. Gonna share a couple of shows, but man, I ain't trying to hold you though. But yeah, that's just what we doing, and gotta give a couple of condolences, you know what I mean, because lost a couple of people, this actually today and just last week, you know what I'm saying. So just want to share some love. Some people just put the prayers in the air. So just real quick, if you could just send some love with me. This was a good brother. Name was Mark McCoy, Mark Prophet. You know what I'm saying? Extraordinary poet, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a chance to meet him a while back, going back to like 2000. I want to say like 16, 17, like 17, 18 maybe. And man, he just recently last week died in a car accident. Got hit by a truck. You know what I mean? But he did some exceptional things out here. He was part of the poetry group with Black Ice called Poet People of Extraordinary Talent. So man, just I want to pray for his soul, man, and just all his family and friends, man. May he rest in peace. Straight up, I love you, Mark. And then unfortunately, man, today, I found out that, this brother I communicated with, through DM and stuff like that, on Facebook, but his name was Brian Stinson, and he just he passed in his sleep, what was said. And so, I want to send my condolences to him and his family. And I mean, he was doing some exceptional things out here too, and just giving people opportunities. Been on the radio for a long time. I don't know his whole timeline. Like, I don't know him like I knew Mark. Mark was a friend of mine. This gentleman right here was doing great things. So, I just want to show him some love and pray for his soul, and condolences to all his family and friends.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. But yeah, straight like that, man. And then last but not least, this woman is still with us. So on a good note, on a happy note, because you being a model, and I was like, since I'm interviewing a model, let me go ahead and celebrate a model, another model, and show love, because this woman right here, you might have seen on my page, I was just sharing, and her name is Sharana, and she, as you see, she right there beside Beyonce, because she was the chosen supermodel at the Grammys the other night. You know what I mean? Out of all the supermodels in the world, she was the one that they chose. And she was up there with Diana Ross and Beyonce and Taylor Swift and Kendrick when he won. You know what I'm saying? She was all on the stage. And it said that she had some of the most TV time last night next to the host, other than Trevor Noah, who hosted the show. Like, she had a lot of TV time last night. So I'm just proud of her, because I just actually met her and took a picture with her back in October for Barbara Bates fashion show. So that was like super dope to see her on TV.
I wish I could have been there, man. I love Barbara Bates and
yeah,
her son Gene, man. Me and Gene in the house community, man. Real, I do a lot of work with Gene Hunt. Man, I love Barbara Bates, man. I remember the fashion show I did with her when Sinbad was the host here in Chicago. I did her fashion show as a photographer for her fashion show that she did when Sinbad was a host. And man, Sinbad, hey, shout out to brother Sinbad, man. But Barbara Bates, I love her sister. I love her platform, and still today I still support her son in his work as a DJ, a celebrity DJ. He's with the Hot Mix 5 now. He's been in he's part of the Hot Mix 5 now. So shout out
Yeah,
to
no,
Gene from
yeah,
Chicago,
man.
house DJ, house music DJ. Well, he's
What?
a celebrity DJ. He play all kind of music, but he's one of our house community
Right.
DJs. He a DJ. We don't say house because he play all kind of music, but that's what he's known by me and many for his house music. Yes.
No, well, before I respond to that, let me just shout out to Todd Thompson who just said God bless, appreciate you, brother. And this is actually AKA Desiree, the legendary Desiree, who's a extraordinary musician out there, and I wanted to say he in South Carolina. So thank you for checking in, brother. One love, you already know.
No doubt.
But yeah, Barbara Bates, when I interviewed her at the end of this past year, I was blown away when she told me that Gene Hunt was her son. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're my people, man.
I'm like, that's crazy right there.
Yeah, they're
But
my
yeah,
people.
man. But yeah,
That
brother,
just shows
just
you the
one
extent
thing.
of the people I know in the industry. You talk about designers and artists, and like
Yeah,
like tonight it ain't been no coincidence. Most of the people names you mentioned, I've either rubbed elbows with them or heard about them in the circles that I've been around and been a part of. So as some very influential people, and I feel really I feel honored to be in the midst of so many great people, and that God is blessing today, and so many people that's helpers and love helping people, helping others, and and some of the same people that's helped me and showing me how to help others. So thank you, thanks to everybody, salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying, for real, no doubt.
yeah, for real, man. But yeah, man, I'm going to let you go though. So I know you gotta get out of here. Take care of your girl and everything like that, and your service dog, and But much love to you, brother. One love. That way,
Man, I appreciate
that way.
everything, man. We've been on here for an hour, 36 minutes, 40 seconds, man. I'm loving every bit of it, man. Thank you for the time.
Yeah,
You could have been
no,
doing anything
likewise.
tonight, man. You get let me tell my story. So thank you, brother. Thank you to my
Yeah,
audience. Thank you to your audience. Thank you to the
yeah,
new audience we're creating.
yeah,
Saying that dreams are meant to be lived. You know what I'm saying? You can be iconic in your own, in your own rights. You just gotta live what you believe to be true, and build you a team and work with the right people and believe in yourself. And no matter what, even against the odds, you gotta be willing to make the sacrifice, and you gotta trust the process. You know what I'm saying?
and keep your
So
faith.
like
Lean on
I'm
God.
I'm a living proof that, man, if you don't give up 5 minutes for the miracle to happen, dreams are meant to be lived. Like you ain't got to keep dreaming. You can live what you believe to be true. And thank you, God, for allowing me to be me, and to embrace my past and allow it to catapult me into my present space so that I can have a future. So thank you to everybody that took the time out tonight to and tomorrow, and as the viewings and the followings and stuff continue to share. I want to say thank you, God, for taking the time and listening to us for a couple of hours talking about the fashion and the photography, and what it's
Yeah,
like coming from Chicago and the streets in Chicago, and dreaming and wanting to believe in yourself, and getting caught up in a lifestyle, and having somebody in the community, and that, because everybody's not always there, but having somebody that believed in us and been an anchor for
yeah,
us, and we could celebrate them today and to us moving forward, and remind yourself there's nothing more constant than change. So thank you for the opportunity. And as I change, I'll continue to share my story in the future. So whenever you need me, man, just let me know. I'm always be there for you. I appreciate you and your team. Thanks.
yes,
And,
sir.
and I
One
can't
love,
wait for the
brother. I
show, man.
appreciate
Hey,
that.
hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Likewise.
like you said, hey, I get the place, man. I get a chance to represent our team and so many other um, designers and artists that's going to be a part of your show, and I get to be there with them, celebrating life and other women. The tribute to the women um, that you selected to be honored and represented tonight at that night. I feel honored that we could do a fashion segment to incorporate, just some more entertainment, some more,
Yeah,
energy to the event, So because I know a lot of times in that event, people going to be, maybe want to be a little teared up, just caught up because, life
oh yeah,
life really has happened, and a lot has happened in a lot of people's lives, and we're celebrating
yeah,
the life and the obstacles that a lot of these women overcome, not just the good things. A lot of these women has had so many things to try to, deny them today.
Yeah.
And, they fought real hard. And those are really monumental and very personal moments. But to be able to have a fashion segment just to bring everybody back and step it back and have a good time and enjoy just, some good energy, hopefully we can bring that through your fashion segment for your show.
Yes, sir, man. God willing, what will be shall be.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man,
So,
thank you.
No, thank you,
All I can
man.
say,
And hey,
man.
much love, brother, and happy Black History Month to you. And all, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Straight like that.
Hey,
But
hey,
yeah,
where
brother,
we come
be
from,
safe.
we come from the other side of the tracks, man. Hey, the same thing, brother. Hey, mad love to the brothers, man. Hey, no disrespect, just mad love, just number love to the brothers, man. Number love, straight up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
No
sir.
disrespect. Man,
Hey,
man,
one
thank
love.
you for your energy and your time, man. I enjoy putting on my blue velvet, and then little ties and shirts and stuff to come hang out with you in the audience today. My girl over there chilling, waiting for me to, so she could tell me how good or bad I did. I don't know. My dog is
No,
proud of me. He was over here. He's all happy with me. He over there knocked out now. So I'm starting to hear the hell. Hey, you can tell I'm in Chicago. I'm hearing helicopters outside, though. I don't know. I might need to get away from the window. I'm still in Chicago. I ain't moved to Puerto Rico yet. Over this time next year, I'll be, we'll have a different story, baby. Yeah, we'll be doing some live videos overlooking the ocean or the beach or something in Puerto Rico. So,
yeah,
I'm still
I
gonna be
heard
here,
that.
but we working on a few projects. So, maybe we're gonna try to take this worldwide, man, and really try to get out and enjoy life while we
Why
can,
not?
man. You only live once, man. So
Why not? Let's do it. But yeah, brother, you got my support. Call me anytime, man. You need something.
same here,
I'm here
bro.
to
Same
support
here.
you.
Me
Whatever
and
you
my
want me to
family.
support
Same
you,
here,
man.
man. Anything,
Let
man.
me know. Just let me know. All right, one love to you, brother, man. Enjoy the rest
Man,
of your night,
thank you,
dog.
everybody, for your
Peace,
time, and we
peace
appreciate
to
you,
you.
man. Shout out to all of my supporters and everybody that really work with me. Shout out to my haters too, because without y'all, I never know what I need to work on. All of my haters, every time I do something crazy, guess what y'all do? Y'all remind me I need to work on something. So I keep a couple of my haters in my little, my little Rolodex, because when I ain't doing right, they let me know. And so shout out to my
Right,
haters. Thank you. I love
right.
y'all. Hey,
Certainly,
shout
bro.
out to the God of my understanding, because he showed me the difference. He let me know how to be grateful. And then it said a grateful
Amen.
person, won't go back to their old ways. And, a grateful
Mm,
person is, live what they believe to be true and try to give away what was so freely given in them. So today I'm
mm.
grateful, and I want to thank you for your time. I'm glad hopefully I was able to
Thank
give
you.
something to the platform. And hopefully, if we
Mm.
ever get a chance to break bread again, man, just hit me up. I'm available. Man. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Anytime. And hey, Guthrie Bonnétt, if anybody asks, I said it.
I
Straight
know
like
you
that,
did,
man.
man.
Y'all better support him, man. Y'all better support him. You already know why, because I said it straight up.
Hey,
So,
man.
man,
Hey,
I'm a
he
thank,
said,
brother.
because I said it. That's it. That's all, man. Hey, we legends, man. We living legends, man. We trying to get our
Doing it.
flowers while we're alive. We ain't trying to be boastful and all that stuff. We just want to celebrate life, man, because where we come from, a lot of us didn't have these chances, man. So we want to show people come behind us, man, no matter where you come from, man. Dreams are meant to be lived. All you got to do is be willing to do the work. If you can believe in yourself, man, it don't matter what nobody else care about or how other people view you. It's like they say, it's about how you view yourself and how you feel about yourself. So thank you to
Yeah.
everybody that's been here. Thank you I want to thank my fiance for allowing me the time to sit here, that I was sitting and spend time with her, that I can take some of that time to share with you and our audiences. I want to thank my dog, Topper. Come here, Topper. Come say hi to everybody. Everybody, come up here. This is Topper. So I want to say I love my doggy, and thank you, Topper, for everything. Topper, you want to say hi to everybody? Topper said hi, everybody. No kissy, no kissy, no kissy. But thank you to everybody. And thank you to Topper. Thank you to Sharice. I want to say I love my kids, my grandkids. I love y'all. Amy Frida, I love you. We talked to her today. She's doing good. My model team, thank you guys. Beautiful Fashion Tour. We'll see y'all in New York Friday. Looking forward to this 150 country modeling tour. We're trying to get everything established so we can break some records, create some world records. We're trying to do stuff big from Chicago because we got to represent our city, man. This is where we come from, man. You know, everybody else got a foundation and they represent, man. We got to be able to represent. So shout out to so many people in Chicago,
Yeah.
So many people, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start, but I do want to say, Sandra Smith Domi, thank you. I want to say, Dominique, thank you. I want to say to my personal photographer, thank you. I do want to say to a lot of my people in Las Vegas, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my people in Vegas, man, and then I guess people in Texas, you know what I'm saying? But some of my people, I want to say thank you because they're part of my team. Like they're rooting for me. Like they on call saying what you need me to do. Like I want to say thank you to a lot of people. Don't know. Like I don't have a team like that, but I got some people that whenever I need something done, they try to support me. So few people, Deb, thank you. Like it's not a lot of people that's like there that whenever I need them. So thank you to my team. I really appreciate all y'all do. And that's it, man. Thank you. And, like I said, keep me plugged. So whenever we get to show up and show out and support each other, that's what we're going to be here doing, man. It's 2025. It's our turn, man. It's our time to shine. It's our turn. It's our turn, man.
That way, brother. That way.
Get them flowers, get them flowers while we're still alive, So thank you.
Absolutely. One love, brother.
Yep. Thank you, man.
All right. I'll holla back.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Peace to you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in tonight. Man, that was extraordinary. You know what I mean? We didn't plan to go, over an hour and a half, but hey, you know what I'm saying? When the power taking over, you know what I'm saying? The man was on the road and I wasn't about to interrupt because everything that he was saying was very meaningful. It hold a lot of weight. He had an extraordinary past. And sometimes it takes, 2 hours, almost 3 hours to properly tell the story to truly appreciate it. Because only they can tell their story. Only I can tell my story. So thank you for everyone that tuned in and stayed around. With that being said, I'm gonna go and close out this show like always with a few flyers because you already know that we definitely got a couple of shows coming up. So let me go ahead and do it like this. I'm turn this off and we're gonna do this. Oh yeah. So again, thank you again for Atoc Guthrie Bonnétt. You know what I mean? Just exceptional, you know what I'm saying? Celebrity, legendary photographer, international model with Beautiful You fashion tour, 150 countries, published front cover feature for Model Glow Up magazine, U.S. Presidential Volunteer Service Award recipient. Thank you for your time, brother. One love. Make sure y'all follow him on A Taste of Chicago on Instagram. Yep. So I'm gonna give y'all a little exclusive, you know what I mean? So this is from her point of view talk show. Next week, we're gonna be featuring Mrs. Licky. So, you know what I mean, happy to bring Miss Licky to our platform, be able to network with her. She's been doing some great things. She's always on her grind and be out here on her hustle. So, you know what I'm saying? She got a story to tell. And when it comes to relationships, that's the topic. So let's see what she's gonna have to say. So make sure y'all tune in live 7 p.m. with the famous Lily the Goddess, who's the co-host, along with Giselle out of Chicago, the famous Giselle. So that's gonna be awesome. Yes, and then now let me show you something that I showed you that. Yeah, make sure y'all come to the fashion show, early spring fashion show this March the 8th at Spaces Chicago. But if y'all on my platform, then you already know. If you not, then you definitely invited. If you didn't know, definitely invited. So shout out to Sandy Red, you know what I mean? So grateful to have her part of this show, returning to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying? It's something different. Like when honoree returns to support the next group of women that's going to be crowned. So she was actually my last honoree for under Tribute to Women event tour. That was March 2023. We actually didn't do a show in all of 2024. You know what I mean? I was focusing on, opening up my a boutique business and things of that nature. I said a management boutique, and just got into doing, fashion a little bit. And, I took a break for a year, but, we back, and I'm grateful that we returned. And then, I'm glad that she'll be performing, and she's going to be a presenter. And we have some more great artists. Yell them out real quick. That's Shanaze Mongbo. We have Lisa Kitty Velandez, and we have my brother Banks, and he all the way in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And then can't forget about the Razor Sisters. They're gonna do an orchestra ensemble live. That's gonna be really dope. And I'll tell y'all more about the Razor Sisters at another time. But right now, I want to go ahead and go into the just continue to just say thank you to everybody. Hopefully y'all can go and make it to the show. Shout out to Sister Africa, for this show will be hosted by both myself and the legendary 5-time Emmy Award Sister Africa. Really grateful for her time, and just again, she was a 2019 Tribute to Women honoree. So I'm grateful to have her back. And she participated, and she actually crowned Sandy on when we did our last show. So that was really dope. Yeah, man. So let me see. Let me see. Again, this is also, like we say, a fashion show. So, I'm grateful to say we got 38 models on deck right now. So we're gonna see how great that's gonna be. We got some designers. If you would like to still be a designer, it's not too late to sign up. You like to be a vendor, it's not too late. If you like to be a sponsor and associate yourself, become a partnership with this event, it's not too late. Contact me. I said it management@gmail.com, or just call me 219-801-1322. No crank calls. We're not doing that. Yes, absolutely. And hey, if you enjoyed this interview, then maybe you want your own interview. Maybe you want to spotlight your business. Maybe you're an artist and you want to spotlight, your artistry, your music. Hit me up. Same way. DM me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Y'all know how to find me. As I said it. And so this is another show that we do, what I'm saying? This is Scar Tissue Talk Show, and this actually airs every first and third Thursday of the month, you know what I mean? I'm trying to still organize this next guest, for this Thursday, which will be 2 days away. So we'll see how that work out. But if not, then y'all just catch me the following episode. But it's still a new program. I'm still getting it together, man. Hang in there. But once I start more people start finding out about it, and y'all can continue to help me to spread the word. I mean, this show is gonna be one of the best shows ever, man. God is good. And man, again, always shout out, like I promised y'all, man, I'll keep my word. I always gonna share this, what I'm saying. Thank you for everyone that supported this backdrop. This is my annual I said it backdrop. I do this on a yearly basis. So, this represents September, this is September 2025. So, but I'm grateful to say that we having it. This will be live at the event on March the 8th. But let me add this too. We're gonna have an official event backdrop just for people that's involved with the event. So if you like to be on the banner, then it's affordable. Hit me up. Just hit me up. Highlight your brand today. And again, this is I Said It Management, presentation, production. Shout out to Motto GlowUp Magazine. Shout out to all my peoples. Shout out to MIA Entertainment Group, who is one of our sponsors, actually. So thank you for that. Mimi Acosta, the legendary. Shout out to Gina Hills, Life and Entertainment. And she's actually, I saw while I was doing this interview, she was on her way driving to New Orleans because she's on to be covering the Super Bowl red carpet. Like that's what she do. She's big time. I'm grateful for our partnership. Yep. And yeah, that's all I got for right now. That's all I got for right now. It's all love. But yeah, just make sure y'all continue to tune in. And thank you, thank you again for everyone that helped me to celebrate my friend Guthrie Bonnétt today. He has a heck of a story. He came a long way. The man's a winner, and he's the epitome of what winners is. You know what I'm saying? And that's beyond the hardware. Like he's just a winner because a winner starts within. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't, you know what I'm saying, if you believe, that's how it start within. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe. You gotta lean on faith. So that's what it is. So yeah, this was fun, man. Happy Black History Month. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this with the videos of the shout outs. You know how we do. And then it's been one records. Peace out.
Yo, what's the word, everybody? This Wise Song, aka Jay Israel, CEO of Wise Loves to Buy LLC. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to my boy, I Said It, the celebrity interviewer, the poet, the score table. Tap in.
What's up? It's your boy DJ Green Guy, and every time I'm riding through the hood, I'm always on the move, hustling on my grind. But I gotta give a big shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interviewer, man. Whenever you get a chance, check out his show. I always watch it every time I get a chance. You know.
Hey guys, it's me, CB of CB and the Boys radio show. Here to shout out our good friend, celebrity interviewer I Said It, and the I Said It show, where voices are heard and perspectives collide. Tune in for trending topics, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations that matter. So, celebrity interviewer I Said It, and the I Said It show.
Top of the day, what's happening? You got official middleman here, man. I'm the official representative of Dude Nim 1 INC. And I'd like to give a shout out to I Said It TV. He got a new show coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. We've been rocking for a long time, man. You dig? So, go to Instagram at Dude Nim 1 for the company website. And man, show some love, man. Look, you dig what I'm saying? I'm catching up. And on that note, come in, he's a food now.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lily the Goddess. I want to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It. Shout out to I Said It Management. And don't forget to follow your girl, Lily the Goddess, on all social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications anytime I upload new content.
This Monster Yo, director, actor, artist, author, CEO of Monster Yo Music ENT, co-CEO of Classic ENT, shout out to LBC Face, co-owner of Can of Muscle, shout out to my business partner, Can of Muscle Russell, and shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, you guys, what's up? I'm your girl, Cinnamon, the owner and the founder of Sinful South. Yes, Sinful South. I make small, handcrafted barbecue sauce made just for you. Yes, so look for me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes TikTok and YouTube too. And while you're at it, look for my boy I Said It. Yes, I Said It. I Said It, the celebrity interviewer. Look for him on all social media platforms. All right, holla, have a great day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mimi Acosta of MIA Entertainment Group. I just want to take this opportunity to give a huge shout out and send all my love to celebrity interviewer I Said It Management. I just want you to know, my brother, that I am so proud of you in everything that you do. I am right there standing with you, one step at a time. One love and God bless.
This your girl Kia, a Netcast News 219 actress. Make sure you check me out on Tubi with background extras. I'm on some other shows, so make sure you check me out. Again, that's background extras. And shout out to my boy. I Said It. 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 Peace.
Yo, it's your boy, Robert Kane. What's up? Hey, man, it's Robert Kane at RobertKaneENT.com. Y'all check me out. And do me a favor. Check out my homie, celebrity interviewer. I said it. Yo, he got a show part 4. It's finna go down. That's 4 or quattro. But like we said in the hood, part 4. Hey, man, it's your boy, Robert Kane. Kane Gang. We in the building. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Miss Red, CEO and owner of Get You a Red Phoenix Rising. Y'all already know what it is. I want to send a shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I said it, the show for free promo. Make sure y'all tune in now because it's only up from here.
Miss Mills and Hills coming to you. Miss Crystal Wiley, straight out of ATL. You can catch me on Mills and Hills 83 or your favorite delivery girl 83 on Instagram. And also you can check me out on Facebook, Mills and Hills 83. And also I want to give a personal shout out to Isaidit Management because you're the dopest.
I want to shout out to Isaidit. Thank you so much for the promo. This is Vita from Vita Talks and also Vita Talks Present Car Chronicles. I'm also on Underground Hitters and Intellectual Radio every Wednesday with Born Rich. And I'm also on 106.3 every Sunday at 11:30 to 12:30 with First Lady China and Born Rich. Catch me on those days. Thank you so much again. I said it.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa E., radio personality, super producer, and manager of R&B singer Shaun White. And you're listening to Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It, the show. Make sure you tell all your friends and family to tune in. Have a great one.
Yo, what's up? It's R&B singer Shaun White. My new album, Kisses, out now, available on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in to the homie, Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It, the show. Let's get it, baby.
I'm Gina Hills of Life and Entertainment, and I am on I Said It TV. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
It's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to Isaidit Management, doing it big.
Hey everybody, this is Yannicka the violinist, and I'm here to give a big shout out to the amazing celebrity interviewer I Said It, because he said it.
What up, y'all? This is your girl, Charlie Kane here, and I'm the owner of Fabulicious Candle Boutique. I'm also an upcoming artist. You can check me out at Fabulicious Candle Boutique on Facebook and Instagram, or Charlie Kane on Facebook and Instagram. But before I leave, I have to give a special shout out to the #1 celebrity interviewer. I said it. You doing your big one, baby. Peace.
Yo, what's the word? It's Deacon Gore. FTF, Forever Travel Fly, 50-50, face to face of nothing at all. You said it, they said it, we said it, but it don't even matter unless it's the celebrity interviewer. I said it.
Hello everyone. This is Queen Bee of Voice. I just want to give a shout out to Isaidit Management for allowing me to come on his platform to connect with some beautiful women. And you can reach me on IG as Queen Bee of Voice. And my business is Mommy and Me Custom Made LCC. And with that being said, have a blessed day.
Yeah, I said it, all right?
I support I said it, the boy. I support I said it, the boy. I support it, I said the boy. I support.
Hey everybody, it's Jazzy No Nonsense, the poet, right here at WHPR TV 33 on demand, right here in Highland Park, Michigan. Giving a shout out to my man, I said it, management celebrity interviewer. Y'all make sure y'all tap in to both of us, baby. Peace out.
What's up, family? It's your girl, the singing diva, aka Amanya Amario, international recording artist. When I want to be interviewed and I want the best interview possible, I check out Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It. Now, don't you forget now, Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It. Check it out. Peace.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Motor Photography, giving a big shout out to my main man, Celebrity Interviewer, I Said It, the poet. The show sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. God bless you.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Giselle, singer, songwriter, and all-around creator. You can follow me everywhere at Jizzy Worldwide. That's Gizzy Worldwide. And of course, I'm rocking with Celebrity Interviewer. I Said It.
The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.